I'm talking about.
Okay.
But women are only on some
Okay.
do for me. I'm gonna keep mine, and you do all for me as well. That's what I'm talking about.
So, Miss Chris, and then
Yes.
smell the roses. Why should a man build a Why should a man protect and provide for majority of women? So we don't make it personal. I don't want to make it about you or smell the roses or Carol. Why should a man protect and provide and build a family with a woman? Like, and what I'm asking is, what makes her special? Because we'd have to talk about what makes a man special and what makes a man get the woman that he's dealing with to want to be with him. We can walk that down all day long, and it's all tangible. It's actions man have to take to make a woman respect them and love them and adore them and be with them. Even though we say that most women, if they actually like you, you ain't got to do none of that. That's a whole nother conversation. But why should he, if you actually like him, he protect and provide for you and build a family with you?
You want me to go first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You know, in a relationship, I
Oh,
will.
Chris, I'm sorry. A tangible response. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
What is a woman's tangible responsibilities for why he should do it? Like, what is the tangible thing that a woman brings outside of I inspired you, I motivated you, I smiled at you, I'm so kind?
Okay. So let me let me give you the best answer that I have, because I can't speak for all women
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
can't speak for all men, right? What I would hope, and I'm saying me with my partner in regard to what he would desire of me, tangible, I would hope that we could have a conversation about that, and just, whatever he asked me to do, if I'm able to do it, I'm more than willing. You know what I'm saying? Again, because I can't speak for every man and what they want tangibly. I can't speak for every woman and what she can provide tangibly. But what I will say is that me, in regard to my partner, we could have come together, have a conversation about that, find out what he wants, and see what I need to do to make that happen, so we can move forward and so we can win, and vice versa. I'm all about partnership. I'm all about team. My partner, I honor him. He's a leader. He's the head of the household. So before decisions are made, we discuss it together, and he'll have the say on it. And, we agree and we move forward. That's how we work.
Right,
So I
right.
would hope that he will want to provide,
So,
and that I'm willing to work with him in regard to what he would need from me tangibly.
okay, so respectfully,
Hmm.
that's something a lot of women say, and what we
Hmm.
see is most women don't commit or submit to the individual man when he wants something,
I
and
don't disagree with you on it.
most women don't do that for men in masses.
Hmm.
I should already know what a man is before I get to you. I don't have to have a conversation with you. You get what
Well,
I'm
no, no,
saying?
not having a conversation with me about being a man. You asked me what a man would need
No, no,
tangibly
no.
from me.
What I'm saying is I know what I need to bring to the table for a woman to value it. She don't have to have that conversation with me. Like, I know
Oh,
what you want. I know
no,
what
no,
you
I,
need. I
I,
know
I,
what makes you
I get that.
so
I was
right.
answering what you asked me.
No,
So,
but off the top of your head, what should a
office.
woman have? What, like, so women like to say they're not monoliths, but they're
Hmm.
monoliths. They'll go, looks don't matter, looks matter. Money don't matter, money matters. Physical aesthetics don't matter, but they do matter. Like, they matter when it matters. So what I'm asking is, what is
And you're
something
talking
that
about
women
for the
should,
masses of women.
for
Because
the
again,
masses
when
of
I speak,
women,
I'm only speaking for me, because I can't speak for the
if
masses.
women wanted to get, I'm asking, what would
Hmm.
women bring to the table to get picked? Like not just
What
something
could
you
I
have to
bring to
you
the table to get picked?
no, women in general, not
Women,
you.
again,
If you're
I'm going
helping
to,
women, no,
if I
no,
was
Chris, I'm
helping a woman,
trying to now
if I was
remember
helping,
this. I'm asking to make it about women in general, and you're gonna
okay,
come back to you.
okay, got it.
Because if you asking me what men can do, I can go down a list of what men can do so that women are prepared to be
Hmm.
with these men. I'm not gonna make it about that
Hmm.
one individual man. What
Okay,
can women collectively do together
I
and
saw that
bring
uncomfortable truth. I got you. I got you,
what
John.
can women collectively come together, sit at the table? Look, y'all, we letting this society down, we letting our families down, we letting men down. This is one thing we know for a fact that would shoot a woman's value up. That's a tangible that goes, all women must do this, or it's a deal breaker.
What tangibly could we do? Um, if you're talking about in the first thing that comes to my mind would be some form of work to help tangibly. I don't know exactly what that would be. It will be according to the need of the man. So I'm saying that we could be willing to do some type of physical work or whatever is needed to help intangibility. That's what I would say to that.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to over pursue. How about you, smell the roses? Then I'm gonna come back to Miss Carol too, and then I'm gonna open the panel again. How about you, smell the
Mhm.
roses? What is something that all women can come to the table and it drastically push your value up and go, man, you know what? I need that in my life. That's tangible. that we
Okay.
can see that goes, this is what all women are doing. If you don't
I
do it,
got
this is
it.
a deal
I got
breaker.
it. I got it.
No,
I got
because
it.
I'm asking because women know if a man loses job in 6 months, he on the clock. Like, you got to get up out of here, bro.
Not
I
with
ain't
me.
dealing with no
Not
man.
with me.
Not, no,
Not
no,
with me.
don't do the
Okay,
not with
okay,
me.
okay. I know. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
Because there's never women on the panel.
No.
Ain't it right, Uncle Ricky?
Uncle Ricky, I know.
There's never women on the panel.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Okay, well, this one is for uncomfortable truth. Since he got a little attitude today, I'm gonna try to brighten up his little world, okay? Because he looked cold. He looked cold and hangry right now. Okay,
No. So
No,
I
hold on,
just got
so-
through eating it. I ain't got an attitude.
I'm
I just got
playing.
through eating.
I'm trying to
playing.
put a smile on your face. I'm just playing. I'm just okay. So just calm down. Okay. So I would say that a tangible thing would be she trusts his leadership. Like, she trusts to listen to him. Okay. All right. No. All right. So
hold on.
well, what about what just happened earlier where there's conflict, but she doesn't escalate the conflict, right? So she's peaceful with you. She is peaceful, right? She's peaceful. She trusts your leadership. And then I wrote down, she already maintains her own life, so she's not a burden to you. And she can probably like put her money in your pot, you know, what her check, you know, yeah, is she adding to your life? Okay, yay, okay, truth, okay, look at you, okay, so those are my three.
So trust.
She trusts your leadership. She follows you.
Conflict de-escalation, conflict resolution, and maintains her own life. Now I'm gonna ask the old Uncle Ricky. We're gonna ask the older brothers. Hey, Uncle Ricky, would that be good enough for you to be with a woman?
For me?
Yes.
For me, yes.
Okay. How about Wolf Stacks? Why So Serious and True? Like, would that drastically separate her from most women? Trust, conflict de-escalation, maintains her own life. Even though, again, I asked what would her tangible responsibility be? And two of those are intangible. One of those is taking care of yourself. I'm asking a tangible responsibility that benefits him to him. Like something you're doing directly for him, not for yourself, for him. I get to put money in the pocket, but most women ain't putting no money in the man's pocket. I can go with that too. But what is the core responsibility? Uncle Ricky, we the one that did this for 2-3 years now. Women ain't got no responsibility.
No whatsoever.
What is a responsibility to the man that benefits him? Like money in his pocket, he probably gonna have money in his pocket, but that could be a good one. But I'm saying, what is something that goes, damn, she does this and nobody else is doing this, but everybody should be doing this.
Catering to that?
No,
I got one.
no, I'm going to Caro next. Hold on.
You can't say sex, right? You can't say that because everybody's doing that, right?
Actually, that's what I was.
But it should be. It should be.
chastity.
It should not be. It should not be the. It should not be. That's an equal exchange. That's me and you. But you should be want to have sex with your man.
That's why I didn't say that one,
Right.
but I'm thinking.
So we give you that. We wanted to say yes. Like, that's our nature. We want to say yes because we want sex. But that's still something like that's an equal exchange because you getting D too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we shouldn't use that. So let's do this again before we get to the brothers, and the brothers can tell you. I'm getting to Miss Carol. What is the responsibility that you can give to the woman, tangible, that it can drastically improve her value? That men go, we got to get back in the dating game. Even marriage. I'm getting back with her. This is sending me towards marriage.
I have no idea.
Gee,
I have no idea.
Hey, at least
if
you
I
was
can't
honest.
work,
Nice.
if I
Hey.
can't work, and
Hey.
make money,
Got your ass.
God damn, Miss Carol, I thought you had the golden ticket.
Hey, at least she was
No.
honest. I respect that. I give her kudos for that. But
I have no idea.
Man. Go ahead, brothers. Like,
Hey.
let's see. What would be good for y'all?
see, this one thing that is tangible that we can actually touch, that will bring men to relationships and marriage, that will fix a lot of things, loyalty and all that other stuff. And basically her getting on your program is her protecting her chastity, because everything was lost once these women started having exorbitant body counts more than men. Okay. That's where everything got wayward. That's where everything went left. That is something tangible that nobody even brought up, that they have total control and anonymity over. Okay? We can touch that. But the thing is, too many dudes before us done touched it already. That's why we don't get that.
That's
why
fair. That's fair.
That's why everything else falls out of line when it comes to the loyalty.
That's fair. Question. My bad, uncomfortable.
Let me land real quick. So when it comes to the loyalty, we don't get that because they can't pair bond because they done already been with too many men. When it comes to us even having her mind, she's already been with too many men to where we can't tell her, hey, your finances need to be going to the pot, not just to you. So a lot of things can be taken care of once that chastity situation is, reprimanded under. So that's the main thing. Is
that what we doing though? So that's the tangible responsibility. That still ain't something for herself that increases her own value. That it could be good for us, but it's for her. That's still for her. And even then, there's a lot of women who lose their virginity and they was garbage. Like they just was they was keeping their value. As soon as they lost their virginity, they weren't that good of a woman. They just were a virgin.
Question.
Go ahead, my brother, Uncle Ricky.
Question to the ladies. When given financially to the relationship, how much say would you say that you should have with where said money goes?
How much say should you have? You know, again, I want to make sure I address everybody right. Uncle Ricky, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So as far as having a say with the money, again, I'm so in favor of partnership and communication. So as far as the say goes, I believe that we come together in agreement as to, how we want to proceed financially, and then we move accordingly together as a team. So
right, come to an agreement, correct?
Yeah.
So 50%. So 50%.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
So 50%. Would you say?
No. What I would say is that if something happens, if I got to take care of it for us, because we're one at this point, then I'm willing to do that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be 50%. I could provide 100, or he could do 100, or if we want to decide we want to do 50, whatever we agree on for whatever the situation happens, we're just prepared to handle it however we have to in order to win.
Yeah. So, understood.
Yeah.
Again,
and
go
then,
team.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And then Uncle Ricky, do you mind if I say something else too?
Not at all. My apologies.
Okay. Because we mentioned, I'm a firm believer of using words that I know what they mean. And if I don't know what they mean, I'll say that and I'll look it up. We were talking about tangibility earlier, and I'm just touching on it real quick, and I'm going to get off of it because there were some really, really good answers. And I was a little bit confused myself. I didn't know if it was just something physical or if other things entail. So the definition of what tangible means, it's real, it's physical, it can be touched, felt, or clearly perceived, meaning that even with what Smell the Roses said, all of that, those things can be felt and they're real. So it doesn't just mean something in the physical. So her answer was correct. My answer was also correct. But I know it didn't seem like it was well
Thank
received.
you for saying that, because I kept struggling with they're not talking about all just things you can touch,
right?
But tangible is more than just that. But
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just wanted to clear that up. So I wasn't trying to come at anyone or make anyone feel offended. I just wanted to make sure that we all understood what that word meant.
Yeah, but we was saying what's tangible to the man.
Mm-hmm. Right. But what I'm saying, if we're going to use the word tangible, if you would need to specify, are you just simply talking about, because uncomfortable truth, he mentioned something about a woman's, private area and protecting that and being loyal. So he spoke about things that were, something that you can do that is a physical thing and something that could be felt. So that's why there was a little bit of confusion there. So I just wanted to clear it up so that we all understood each other. Is that fair?
Can you not touch the woman's? Can you not touch the woman's middle area?
I didn't say that. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You talked about protecting the box. You talked about loyalty. Did I misunderstand you? So if I misunderstood you, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm willing to listen. I'm pliable. So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, or at least
I'll clarify everything that I spoke on. You can physically touch. You
Okay,
can
so
touch
that's
a,
what you were
you,
referring to,
you,
physicality.
you can touch a vagina. You can touch money. You can touch property.
So you were solely
That's
speaking on
yours.
physical. Okay, that's all I wanted to clear up.
Yes,
So you were speaking on physical.
because when men, we don't have to have a discussion and talk about with the woman. We already know we have to protect, we have to provide, we have to be able to guide. All those things are something physically done. So women being in the position that they are today, the best position they have been in history.
You're talking about a majority of women, correct? And you're
The
speaking for a majority of men right now, correct?
men
I just want to make
always
sure I
speak.
understand you.
Men always speak in generalities. It's women that say me, and are solipsistic. That's
No.
what women do.
No,
I'm
just asked you a
speaking in
clear question.
generality.
You're speaking in general
You
for
see-
all men, in general. Okay, I
That's
just
how
want to
we.
be clear so I understand you.
So that's why I gave the
When you
note
say we,
card
you're
that
speaking
said
for
me.
everybody on the panel. You're speaking for everyone on the
See,
panel. I just want to make sure.
no. That's the thing about the difference between men and women. Us men on the panel, we don't talk about ourselves until we say, "Hey, I'm about to talk about this anecdotal experience." But for the most part, men on the panel, we're talking about in generality. But when women get on the panel, women, ma'am, you're doing the same. Is that the same? Is this the same woman? Or are you doing
No.
the same thing?
No.
You're doing the same thing that other woman was doing.
No. So
I
hold on.
apologize. I'm actually just dialoguing with you, so I hope you're not
don't
taking offense to it.
men hate that, or I do, and I
Yes,
made an
hold on.
example
I don't
of
believe
that
most
earlier.
men hate that.
Hold on, Truth. Hold on,
Yes,
Truth.
we do.
Truth, hold
Stop
on,
doing
Truth.
it.
The woman to
Truth,
dialogue
hold
with
on,
you.
hold on.
No,
Hold
to
on.
stop
I don't
interjecting.
want
Do you hear
Actually-
Truth? Do you hear me, Truth? Do you hear me, man?
She's asking me
No, but
questions.
you don't gotta keep. But so let's just fix it, so we ain't gotta keep going back and forth like that.
Why
Miss
are you
Chris,
addressing me instead of her?
because you keep. Listen. It's one thing to have a conversation, you know where we at, but it seems like you trying to be argumentative, man.
No, I'm not. I can't
I've
help
never
but be a
seen you like
man,
this.
bro.
You're not typically arguing. It's not being man if we trying to have the conversation.
I don't typically get these type
but
of
you can
women
point out,
interjecting me.
and you doing it with me.
Bro, we talking like men, and I'm
No,
addressing
I don't want
everything
to
as
argue
you say.
though. I just want to
I'm
move
not
on.
arguing. I'm addressing it.
No,
We don't usually get these type of women that interject every third word that I say.
Again, she asked Miss Chris. You asked Uncle Ricky kind of to stop that.
Golly.
So I would think you would acknowledge it when you're doing with Truth as well too. But Truth, just acknowledge it. You don't have to make it a general thing. Just it is in general you speaking on. Just address it though. Don't go around her. Say, hey, Miss Chris, can you let me land so I could converse? Because a lot of times women do this. So Chris, what's happening right now is you ask Uncle Ricky to stop so that you can speak. When and Uncle Ricky said, okay, I'll hold on. But then you're not giving Truth that same exercise, that same respect for him as well too.
Why we gotta keep talking to women like they're
because we don't have to, but it seemed like you're being argumentative. Just speak for if she goes.
I'm not being argumentative. I'm addressing it as it comes along.
I'm not gonna argue with you on my show. If you just just address it instead of us arguing. I don't want to have arguments on my show. Just address it as a man. If you're a man, address it. If I say why so serious, please watch your tone how you speaking to me. I'm not gonna start going back and forth with them. So if they did something, address it, family. I'm not saying not to address it. Address it. Don't make it an argument though.
It's not an argument because we have two different positions, and I'm addressing it going along.
Address it while it's happening. Hey, Miss Chris, can you please allow me to land? You said, who is that woman?
I'm not gonna say please when she disrespected me like that.
You said, who's that woman doing that? Is that her again? That's what you said.
Because now we have two women doing the same thing.
So address it.
I am, but you're coming at me like I'm in the wrong when it's obviously I
expect. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing no more. If that's how you want to engage, then you do that. I don't want to go back and forth and start arguing. It's gonna start an argument. Address it. If they are arguing, let me say something again. I said this at the beginning on the show. I'm gonna tell everybody. If somebody gets disrespected on this show, they have every right to respond. At least give them the grace first, then go to it.
But I'm pointing out. It's not me. It's women being rude, and I'm addressing it. And then I know this your show and you want decorum, but my brother, I'm a man. It don't matter. Even regardless what's between anybody legs. When Rick was talking, I kept going with Rick. But when it's women talking, women think that they're on the same level as men, so they don't even notice what they're doing. And then we have to give them special treatment or treat them with kid gloves, and they are an adult. That's what I'm saying.
I said address it. Don't go around it. Just address it. That's all I said. Just address it. Don't go around it. So we have to be. So we seeing you it becomes argumentative. It looks like you being argumentative instead of, like you said, you being a man. Address it. Just address it. I'm not telling you not to address it. Address it, Truth.
I did address it. But
No, you didn't. You said, who that doing that again? Is that woman again?
Because I didn't, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm not looking at the panel. I thought it was the same woman doing
You know what?
the
If
same
you didn't
thing.
want to argue, family, we wouldn't even go. If I'm on your panel, I say, okay, I say, okay, Truth, I see what you're saying. Hey, Miss Chris, when I'm speaking, please allow me to land. If she goes by that, I can't say nothing to you, just like I couldn't say nothing to you when Carol did what she did, and I owned that I was wrong about it. But y'all both weren't disrespecting each other. She came and talked how she talked, and all you had to do was address it. Don't go around it. Address it.
I told her to stop doing it. And then she said, men like that. And I said, no, they don't. I did address it directly. I told her to stop. That I did address it. And then you wanted to handle her with kitten gloves. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just pointing out exactly what happened. I'm not the one who.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna start going different on these shows. I'm telling y'all, because when I give grace to people, y'all say crazy things. I'm not known for giving kitty gloves. I'm known for giving respect where respect is due. If they're not being ultimately disrespectful or hyena-ish, there's no reason to talk around them. Just talk to them like a woman. Talk to them like a man. And anybody who's saying you sipping, y'all can say that whatever y'all want to say. It's the way you talk to each other.
Okay, but this is the
It's no more okay. We're gonna move on. I'm not going back and forth with you, Truth. If Uncle Ricky disrespect me, or I feel like I'm disrespected, I'm not gonna speak around him. I'll say, Uncle Ricky, I feel like you disrespected me. I may be wrong. Can you please let me land while I'm speaking? If he does it again, you have every right to talk to him every way you want to talk to him. And I already said it before. Just address it though. Don't go around it.
I did. I told her to stop doing it. I addressed it directly. And the thing is, it's not me interrupting myself.
Okay, we're just moving on.
It's the women that come in.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's move on. And let me say this again. We see this in our households. We see this on the panels. And I ask you to be aware of yourself and watch how you conduct yourself. You already know sometimes women are going to do this. Why are we going to make it argumentative instead of addressing it?
And we shouldn't give them a pass.
Damn, I said no one's giving the pass. We addressing it. I said address it.
You addressing me instead of the person who committed the offense.
No, I already addressed her. You can rewind it. That's disingenuous. I already addressed her. I've addressed Carol and I addressed Miss Chris. I addressed her for what happened to Uncle Ricky. You keep wanting to talk about it. Let's just move on.
Ladies, stop interjecting. Stop interjecting and interrupting men. We don't like it. I don't like it. Men don't do it. I don't like it. Men don't like it. It's not mannerable. It's very rude. Now I forgot what I was saying because I was interrupted and being, all of that there.
Look, you gotta admit, Truth, you got a hard time landing your plane, bro. You do. You go on these long tirades and nobody's get a chance to speak, and you like pretty much hijacking the whole entire panel.
You don't usually.
I bring a lot of points that a lot of people don't bring to the panel.
You usually don't do that, right? What you're doing today, you usually don't do. You typically understand the conversation and how the conversation goes. I don't know what's happening today, but like I told you, there's moments where it seemed like you being argumentative. But I'm not saying the sisters are not doing their part, not having a conversation as well too, where they're over talking. But you usually know what's happening, and we move on from it.
No. It's not women that usually do this.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why this don't happen. So we can have a difference of opinion, but I'm standing on my heel. I don't do this because women don't interject me like this. That's what it is. I would do this to somebody that was in front of me, but it wasn't me interrupting myself.
I didn't say that.
But the whole reason we're having this conversation is because I was interrupted.
Yes, but you're talking around it. Somebody you address. No, you still doing it. No, you still look. You can't stop. You're not stopping right now.
Sirs, put your dicks up, please.
You're not. You're doing it right now.
The bottom line.
Long enough.
Come on now, let's move
it.
Hey, true. Look. Your point is made. Let's move the fucking conversation.
There we go. I'm not in the wrong for standing up for myself.
You still doing it. He just said you still doing it. I'm right where I need to be, brother. I'm asking to move on. You still bring it right back. Just let's go with the conversation. Go ahead, Wolf Stacks.
I was saying this, right? When we're speaking,
don't make it about truth. Don't make it about truth.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay,
So
okay.
just
I'll move on. So going back to the.
on the panel.
All right. So going back, right? So every man thinks things of differently that's tangible in a relationship, right? So I think that me and what so says a lot of the same things about love and relationships. Like, yo, I could take my girl anywhere. Nobody knows who she is. She's hyper loyal. She wants to rub my feet, run me a bath when I have a bad day at work. Like, those are things that every woman in modern day society does not do. I could count on my hand how many women that have done that for me. Ran me a bath, prayed for me, or, just, here, babe, here's money for a haircut in 2K this year, whatever the case may be. That's special when you got a woman that's willing to think about the things that you like and not what she likes for you.
And
in my opinion.
Go ahead, Smiley Rose.
So Chris had said earlier, I think she was like, when we have those discussions, like we learn those things. So if I know that you are, you're a 2K player and I know the game is coming out, like I don't wait for you to go to GameStop to get it. I've already like pre-ordered it and sent it to the house or something, but I was trying to think of like bigger, more substantial things, but definitely things like that. That's why I said, money in the pot, because usually I've never been with a man that I made more money than, so of course my money is smaller than his, so I can just add to it is what I was trying to say. But
ultimately the question is, what can you give a man that he can't go find in another woman, or that he can't go outsource and buy? That's the question. Or put it to you like this: somebody in the comments said, if I ask you what you bring to the table, and what you bring to the table gonna benefit you in the long run? Are you gonna give me something that doesn't benefit you? Why? That's you get what I'm saying? What are you gonna show me some things where you're not expecting nothing in return? Being selfless. That is something that a lot of men love, because a lot of men don't get that. We are under certain expectations where we got to be selfless. While it's a lot of men who are married, the only thing they get on their birthday is a bow tie. And he's expecting it. Like, he doesn't look forward to that. Which is why when Kevin Hart said that he gets mad when his kids give him birth. Yes, because what a man does throughout the year, a man that's there, not a Pookie or a Ray Ray. I'm talking about a real stand-up guy that's really there for you and the kids. What he's bringing to the table, no other man can do that. Hence why you married him. So while he's bringing something that's a rarity to a man, that's rarity to you, you're going to have to bring something that's rare to him, because typically y'all like top tier men. Most men at the top look at women as 99% the same. He's looking for that 1% woman. So what can you give a man that's up there at that level? Because that's when you ask a woman what she wants. The list of a man is it's like Superman, Clark Kent, Batman. What can you give him that he can't go find in another woman, that he can't go outsource and buy? Like, that's ultimately, and a lot of people say that's YouTube talking points, but that's how men think. We're simple. Smell the Roses, you went with a lot of things, but a lot that went over. That's gonna go over a lot of men's head, because we're gonna have to do that whether you give it to us or not. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna have to be that regardless. If y'all understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I mean, the gifts that I have bought have been like motorcycles, watches,
You win.
Video games, a PS5. Like, I've done all those things. I don't have a problem with that. I like nice things too. So of course I want to give nice things. I feel like I'm very
things, right? The little things.
I mean, well, PS5 compared to a motorcycle, is little. On top of all of those things that I mentioned earlier, like respecting someone, not being combative, trusting his leadership, not really, like when you asked earlier about who makes the financial decisions, I don't give any pushback on that. I just want to be able to spend what I want to spend in Costco. Right. Don't complain on me if I want to go to the Louis Vuitton store and buy myself a $500 pair of glasses, like things like that. But you know, handle it. It's fine. I'm cool with it because I trust you. So, you know, and then whatever you need from me, if it's my whole paycheck, if you want me to, you know, buy the trip to the Bahamas and put it on my credit card, if you tell me to, you know, this is what we got to do in the house with the house and we got to take the equity out to do X, Y, and Z, whatever you say, I'm good with that.
Right.
It's okay.
Because you understand that even at the end of the day that he's going to have whatever plan to get it done. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So my question is this: if we being honest as men, right, the things that a woman provides for us are the intangibles. How hard are those?
Not hard.
And I agree with you, Uncle Ricky.
How hard are those, ladies?
Oh, I don't believe that they're hard.
So-
It just depends on the type of woman.
So why is it so hard? Why is it that so many women can't do it?
Yeah.
Don't.
We really don't.
Well, I
see-
saw my dad and my mom. I had the example where my mom didn't work and my dad handled everything. So I just always thought that that's just what all men did that. That came standard with every man. Every man was like my dad. Maybe that's silly, but again, I you know, I feel like if a man is going to make me his lady, then I should be able to trust him with whatever. And I should just go with it because he made me his lady. Obviously, he knows what a man's supposed to do with a lady. So as long as I'm a lady and I'm in my place and I get taken care of like my mom did.
Do most women move like that?
Oh, go ahead, True.
Do most women move like what you just said?
No, listen, y'all have taught me that no, they do not. You know, here we're speaking of the majority. So when Uncle Rick asks, you know, the question, I can only speak for myself. You know, of course, the majority of women in the chat are not going to be like, oh, I'll give my paycheck away. I'll, you know, let him take the equity out of my home. Like, yeah, they're not going to do that. I agree with you on that. Most will not, but I will.
Go
Hey,
ahead, and then
can I ask this one question?
Chris, go right after Why So Serious?
I got a question for the ladies, and I always ask this. Let's say you went to your man and asked him for some money, and he gave you his last until he got paid. It could be $20, $5. It don't even matter. You go to the casino and win 50 bands. How much you giving your man?
I'm coming home with the 50 bands. Like your $5 turned into 50.
But how much are you
bands.
giving him though? How much?
Well,
are
I'm
you
not
giving him?
spending anything until he can see that I brought it back.
No, how much you gonna give him?
How much are you gonna give him,
It's his. What's mine is his.
Miss Chris?
I mean, how am I gonna walk into the house with 50 stacks and not share that? Or
The
not
same
that?
way women walk into salary and don't share their man with the Smell of Roses.
Well,
women make a whole year. Most women make a whole year's salary, and then that man don't see $1 of that. She take care of himself. She don't take care of him, and that's why. Hey, go ahead, Chris. I'm gonna go in right after Miss Chris. I'm gonna go right after you.
I'm raising my finger now because I want to make sure that I don't offend anyone. Right. There were two questions that were posed, and I want to answer Uncle Ricky's first, and then Why So Serious? Are you okay if I answer after that?
I mean, it's cool.
All right. Okay. So with Uncle Ricky, I think the reason why, again, now since I'm speaking in general and I'm not talking about myself, I think the reason why, and this is just one reason, it's not the end all be all for everyone. I think the reason is because some things are caught and some things are taught. A lot of women have not been shown a good demonstration of how to be with a man or how to treat a man. So they don't know. They only know the demonstrations that they've had or maybe the experiences that they've had. And now just internalizing for myself, it wasn't until I got with my love that I learned.
That's your background, family. You got background noise.
Oh, is that me?
No, it's not me.
No, it's Wolf. It's you, definitely.
It's
when
me?
you're not talking, that's your background.
Is it mine?
No, it's Wolf Stacks. Please, if you got to refresh or something, just if it's gonna happen, just please mute up when you're not talking, fam. Sound like people beating up the mic over there.
Oh. But I was saying with mine, you know, there were different things that I learned as far as like even communication or just understanding, which was valuable to me. It helped. It helped in my relationship. So I think that's the reason. You know, we don't have enough healthy demonstrations on how to be in a relationship with a man, which can, you know, cause some misfortune. And to why so serious, if I were to win 50 bands, like you said, I will come home and I would just discuss with my partner, what do you want to do with this? This is ours again, because we're one. What we doing? And that's how I would move forward in that.
So this is why I don't, and respectfully to you, that I'm gonna say respectfully as well too. When women talking about that, it's a lot of women don't know how to be women. They know how to be a soldier. They know how to be a CEO. They know how to be a boss babe. They know how to be a stripper. They know how to be OnlyFans. They know how to be be in real estate. They know how to do everything, work whatever way they have to do to perform for something that in order to get something, except for how to be a wife or be a woman that a man needs. And the main thing we should address too is when we say responsibility, what is it that you have to do it 100% of the time that if you stop, the man has the right to leave you, and every woman should be shamed if she doesn't do it. So your money, we could say work. You give your man money. I can give Uncle Ricky and Smell the Roses that, right? Cooking, you have to put in work. Giving your man children, that's work. Maintaining, and I'm saying performance-wise, I don't think it should be looked at as work. I think you should love to work for your man, cook for your man, give him kids, but women looked at as work. Being a traditional woman and the man taking care of you isn't seen as a privilege anymore, it's looked at as work. Maintain his home, doing the laundry, mopping, something 100% that if you don't do it, that you lose your job. So I want to know that outside the intangible, what is the something that a woman needs to be on her job 100% of the time? If she don't do it, she loses her job. And a man, like Uncle Ricky said, you don't want to do that today? Your job's done. Because a man has to provide. Men don't take breaks. My dad, as long as I know my father, has never taken a break as long as I know him. My mom, if we wanted, we could eat out. My mom, if she didn't want to do certain things, we didn't do it. My mom, if she didn't want to work, she had the opportunity to come right back. It's optional. Women can always take breaks. It's optional. Where a man can't take a break, it's always a requirement. What is the requirement that a woman must do or she's fired?
I think one requirement that a woman should do, are we talking tangible, or we're still talking tangible, or just what
all
is
I
one
listen,
thing?
Working is tangible. Cooking is tangible.
Okay. Yeah.
Giving
I think
children is coming out your body. I can get that tangible.
I think
Maintaining the household is what. So Uncle Ricky, we went to intangible. That's where y'all took us. Where y'all took us now is intangible. So
okay.
Hey, Uncle Ricky, how your wife doing? Hey, man, my wife, man, she the backbone. If it weren't without her, I'd never made it to the NBA. If it weren't without her, I'd have never opened up a business. If it weren't without her, I couldn't do nothing that I do. When you talk to women, I did that on my own. You know, I didn't really need him. The man gets disrespected. He doesn't get the credit. Keke Palmer is an example. When she was with her man, because she out-earned a man, the man doesn't get credit for motivating her and inspiring her. When y'all make y'all money, you don't go, Uncle Ricky was right next to me and helped me get this money. If it wasn't Ali motivating me, I'd have never been a billionaire. When you flip it, women want to take credit for something they didn't do, where they take all the credit and don't give no credit for what the man essentially inspired you to do. So if inspiration is not good for you, if kindness isn't good for you, if understanding and respect isn't good for you, and you need something tangible, what makes relationships fair is we see something tangible, not no peace and no problems. What is the tangible from the sisters? One tangible that a woman should do 100% or she's fired.
Something tangible.
All those things you mentioned.
Yeah,
the cooking, the cleaning,
I think all
babies.
of those things are. Yeah. I think those are. I think those things are sufficient. I think that they are a fair ask. I don't think that it's asking too much. Taking care of the household, doing the cooking, doing the cleaning. You know, meeting the physical needs of your partner. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want cooking and cleaning because y'all don't really like that.
So we doing cooking. If man came to the table today, they're doing a UN meeting. Women, the Pandora's box is open. Women can do whatever they want to. They can fight back. We come to the table. Hey, women now have to go back to cooking Monday through Friday. Do you think most women are going to go, we love our men so much? Absolutely. We need to be cooking Monday through Friday. Do you think women are going to support that if they have the power to deny it?
I don't think every woman would do that. I think it's the type of woman.
Chris, will most women say, yes, we're cooking Monday through Friday? We're bringing that
most
back.
Likely not. I'm saying most likely not.
Right.
So I'm in agreement with you when you say that.
Work. Let's go to work. Granddaddy gave his check to grandma when he came home to let her know it was real. I ain't giving it to no other woman. You're taking care of me. You cooking for me. You holding down the house and go to check. Hey, ladies, when you get your money, hand it over to a man. Do you think most women are going to go, absolutely, we love our man. Our money should go to our man.
No, I don't think
He's
that's not
responsible.
most women
If he's
today. No,
responsible for
Let's
you.
go.
I mean, it's
let's-
more likely that they
so-
would not.
Let's go to sex. Hey, ladies, your man needs sex and he need head on demand. We're approving this in Congress today on demand when he need it. Where do you have to give it to him? Are women, outside of the fact that they use their bodies every single day to get attention from men and get resources, will you women go, yes, we'll give our men head and sex whenever they want to? Do you think most women will commit to that?
It'll be on the higher end that they most likely would not. If we're being realistic, you
Right.
know, I don't have an
Now-
argument
now-
for
You
you
had
with
to put the
that
head
because
and
of
the
the
sex in at the
demonstration.
same time.
Right. No. So,
Maybe like one every
Hell
other
yeah.
day. You know what I
so
mean?
so we're not. So
And
what
I'm not saying
is
that that's right.
right, because ultimately we're not the problem. If you reverse this and flip it, and men, hey, all men need to provide for their women if they can. Yes. All men need to protect their women if they can. Yes. All men need to protect their women's friends too, and children. If something happening to them and they see it, they're not even your woman. They need to be protected and provided. Yes. Most of anything a man will say yes to. Women say no to everything and complain about it. So when we come back and put this on the table, it's essentially women want providers that they do absolutely nothing for.
Women are taking care of their men.
Lord have mercy.
Women are taking care of their men. I have a lot of girlfriends and they all take care of their man. The ones that have one.
Anecdotal.
So every woman that
It's
has
a
a man is
fact.
taking care of their
It's a
man.
real fact out
Right.
here. I
So
got a lot
every
of
woman that has a
girlfriends,
man
a
is
lot
taking
of
care of their
girlfriends,
man.
and they take care of their men very well and their children very well. So it's
What's the
just
put-
what
what's
the
the-
man wants.
Hold on. Let Summer and let Tan
You get-
respond to that, and let Summer respond to that. Tan, do you believe? And I want you to, and Summer, you married too. Smell the Rose is married, and Chris is married too. We got two consensus from two married women who said that, and Summer's married too. Do you believe, before I go to Tan, Summer, that most women would approve all those? Oh, do you believe most women are taking care of their men, Summer?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. So the census say 3 out of 4 is no. Okay, Tan, you go, and then Summer, I want you to address the part you want to address, and then we go back to open up the panel.
What's up, you guys? How y'all doing, man?
What's
It's
going on,
Tuesday.
Tan?
What's up? I'm not trying to attack Chris on this. I'm sure you're a sweet lady, but the whole
Sometimes.
reach back of the whole reach back of y'all saying y'all wasn't taught or shown this is BS. It's BS. My generation, which is millennial, they thought that taking care of a man and providing for a man was slavery. So the whole point of you saying they weren't taught or shown, they didn't want to. They ran away from that because they think less of the man in their community, which is our community. So I hear what you're saying and hear your sentiment on that. But when you start off by saying y'all weren't shown or giving those examples, y'all ran away from those examples because you said your grandma was in slavery. I'm not about to serve a man or give him his plate first, because who was he? He can stand up and get his own plate, his own damn self. So I'm not accepting that, especially from our community when it comes to serving a man. Now, the Spanish community, I mean, I've seen it differently because I've been in Florida for a long time. But our community, I mean, you turn a lot of black men's ears off because you come off sweet and you come off like a wife, a lovely wife. But you turn our ears off when you tell us that y'all wasn't shown or y'all wasn't privy to seeing that example. But go ahead.
Okay.
Our grandmother. Oh,
let me say something. Because hopefully what I said wasn't misinterpreted. So I didn't say all of us. I said there are some women or a majority of women who have not had those demonstrations. And I don't know about, all of the details of what happened in times past or the women that ran away from the teaching. I'm just saying from what I have seen in regard to most women, they were not shown the proper way on how to be in a relationship with a man. So I'm not saying that that's the case for all women, because I agree that there are some women who possibly have run away from that. I do agree that there are some women who have been shown that. I was speaking to what I've seen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, with that being said, are you letting them escape with that excuse?
No, I'm not. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not excusing the behavior. So I want to make that very clear. I'm certainly not
Okay.
excusing the behavior. So I wanted to make sure that
Mhm.
that is clear and we understand. So I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying because I believe that what you said is true, and I also believe
Yeah.
what I said is true because I've seen it. So I'm speaking from what I've seen,
Okay.
and obviously you're
So,
speaking from what you know and what you've seen as well.
so you've seen that, right? And so you've
I
seen
have.
for so many years, women say we're the smartest. They're the smartest, the most intellectual, and they're
I've
the most
never
educated,
now with that
right?
portion of I'm the smartest and I'm the sweetest. I don't know about that. I was solely speaking on how to be a good helpmeet to your partner. That's
Okay.
what I
So
was
what?
speaking on.
So what I'm saying on the whole macro level, because I'm sure you're black, I'm black. We're talking about
Right,
black issues right now,
right,
right?
right,
This
right,
is the
right,
whole what's happening.
right.
Um, we've been we've been hearing since 2000, I would say since 2010,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Facebook came around that, oh, we don't need a man, and we're the smartest, we're the most intellectual. When actually they're just the most enrolled. And I'm not trying to
Mhm.
shit on black women. I'm just saying
Mhm.
like we've seen them say we're this and that, but now in their latter years, they want to say, well, I don't know how to do this. Well, you
Mhm.
weren't trying to learn how to do it in the first place. There's stuff that I didn't
Mhm.
know should be done in the marriage,
Mhm.
and putting them on the spot. I went to go call my homie Uncle Ricky to get that guidance. You
Mhm.
don't see a lot of black women do. You don't see a lot of women doing that. Period. That's
I
why J.
agree.
Cole
I
said
agree.
no role models. So it's
Mhm.
not just black women; it's women all around. Because that's why
Mhm.
J. Cole came up with that song "No Role Model." So
Mhm.
it's I hate agreeing with Ali, but I mean he's a
No,
dope dude. But
I agree with you. I agree with
it's
you.
like
Yeah.
it's
It's
like men
something that
aren't the problem.
it shouldn't be said no more, Chris.
Yeah.
Like it should be that should thrown in the trash can. If women are going to the gym, never performed the exercise before, they learning how to be supermodels. They learning how to be gym thoughts. They learning how to do all these things, go on these escapades and go traveling to do all these things, learn how to take trips. They learning
Mhm.
all these things. They don't want to learn and to how to be a wife or be a woman because and then all of them talking about God talking to them. And we found out it was actually the serpent because God talked to Adam and the serpent talked to Eve. So Eve talking to the devil. She not talking to God. And that's why she keep doing what she's doing because all these women going to church and talking to God, but they doing everything that the devil would tell them to do. They're not doing what God tell them to do. So when we breaking it down all the way down, right? If a man define all these women as Christians and the man define a wife find a good thing, that means I shouldn't have found her as a hoe. I should have found her as a wife. And then we all getting married. So women got to stop talking to God. Excuse me, whoever this person they call God is. And they need to stop talking to their therapist too, because the therapist making them pick themselves over the man as well too. Mental health, these therapists and God is teaching these women to pick everything but they man.
Yeah. But let me answer that question, Ali.
I think
praises.
Go ahead, Chris. And then Tan, you respond, my brother.
Okay.
Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick, Chris. Hold on. Summer ain't even get the summer right now.
Oh,
so she's still
sorry,
on. She's
sorry.
still on winning. She's still on
Sorry,
winning.
girl.
no, I was going to say not to give excuses for anything, but then I believe that a lot of our
no, she's not
I'm
mute.
mute.
No.
Oh, is that better? I believe that a lot of our grandmothers, even though they lived the life that you guys are discussing about taking care of their man and cooking and cleaning, a lot of our grandmothers came to us and are our mothers and
Can anybody hear her?
Restart, Tan, restart. If you can't hear nobody, you need to restart. Go ahead, Summer. I hope you're going in the right direction.
Well, I was just giving a perspective that a lot of our grandparents told our mothers, because I'm Generation X, right? Don't depend on a man. Don't rely on a man. Get your education because you want to be able to do for yourselves when so it became a trickle down effect, right? So I think for me, I've been married for quite some time, for a few decades, and I had to teach myself or surround myself with like-minded females, like wives, right? I had to surround myself with them in order to learn how to be a good, productive, loving wife, because it's something that was not passed down to me. So I think if we want to be wives, we need to surround ourselves with like-minded people, like-minded females that are wives that are doing the thing, that have successful marriages, that have longevity in order for us to be successful. That's what I was going to say. Because a lot of times it's not being taught. It's not an excuse, but it just is the reality. It's not being taught how to be a good wife. So we have to reteach ourselves because generationally it was not passed down like it was of yesteryear. That's what I was going to
Chris,
say.
you see the contradiction that I told you about earlier? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
No,
we should do whatever our man wants us to do. We should mold to them and be the. I'm not going to speak in general. I'm going to speak on individual. You should do what your man wants you to do. And Summer's talking about in general what women don't know. And if that's the case, when you run into the guy that you actually like and love, you should mold into what he wants you to do. If you have no idea what a wife is, so when you get in that house and go, damn, what did you just cook? That's trash. We gotta teach you some new recipes. Let's teach you how to cook. If your performance in certain areas ain't too good, let the guy teach you how to do that. If you have a hard time hearing, open your other side of your ears so you can listen to this man and cooperate to this man. So this is what I meant to tell you again. Women must keep justifying using mental health and God and their upbringing, even though that boy had that same mama that the girl had, but he knows how to be a husband or he knows how to take care of a woman. But for some reason, through up to 40 years old, she still don't know how to be a woman. And matter of fact, she's still healing because she dealt with a lot of men. But all those experiences with men, oh my God, hold on. I'm about to throw my hips. If Uncle Ricky got experience with 100 women, if Why So Serious got experience with 100 women, Truth got experience with 100 women, do you think we know what women want? Chris and Summer? What?
Okay.
No.
Hey, hold on. Can you
I got my finger up because I want to make sure that I'm in
right
order.
your finger. I know it's burning. If I have a if I have in Summer, I have no idea how you could say that. Smell the Roses and Chris. If a man has experience with 100 women, do you think he ultimately know what a woman wants?
Sure.
So why do women got all these bodies, all these experience with men, all these cash apps, all this attention, all these likes, but somehow, oh, I don't know what a man wants. Do you know what a man wants? My mama never taught me. My daddy never taught me. They know, but they playing dumb. They don't want to do what the man wants. All you have to do is what the man wants. How that's so hard in doing what the man wants? Go ahead, my sister Chris. I hope you add to that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want.
Well, you said a whole lot, and so I want to make sure that I answer the right things. There was something you said before that I really wanted to address. So then after that, I want you to bring me back in. So you mentioned something about God, and I follow biblical principles, and I read my word. I don't profess to know all of it off the top of my dome, which is why I keep it with me. There are a lot of people that say that they're Christian and that they but the word of God says that you will know them by their fruit. So just because they say, I serve God, I know God, and God is telling me to do that, that is not necessarily true. So you shouldn't just believe that because that is what they say. They're going to show you their fruit and you'll know who they are and who they belong to. So that's one thing. And tell me the next part that you had spoke on, because I want to make sure that you said something about the experiences of women.
The average woman has more experience with men than the average man does with women.
So what I want to
pretends like she don't know what a man wants, but she know what God wants though. She know what Jesus wants. She know all about God.
If she's talking about the true and living God, that's a different story. But clearly, if her actions are not lining up, then she's not talking about the God I serve.
No. What I'm saying is that if you have that much experience with men, shouldn't you know what a man wants, especially the man that wants that you want?
Yes, you should. And can I add something to that? So yes. Now, women, yes, with it is more likely that, women being with so many men, they should have a good idea of what a man wants. However, there are women who have run into men who are not good men, such as yourselves. From what I see on the panel, there are women who have run into men who are not honorable, who don't have the best intent. And so they also learn from those things too. And they develop certain habits. And I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm just saying that these things also happen as well.
That's true.
So you telling me if I run into some hoes, I'm not going to know how to be a husband?
No, I'm not saying that if you run into somebody like that you're not going to know how to be a husband, but you wouldn't be trying to be a husband to somebody who is of that nature, right?
Women literally say they're submissive by nature. Women literally say, I'm submissive by nature.
Do they say that? Okay. But
yes,
you
they
gotta
do.
forgive me because I'm not aware of this.
Yes,
So
they
I'm
say
being
they
enlightened by
is
some
a
of the
woman
things that you
submissive
guys
by
are
nature?
saying.
Is a woman
No.
submissive by nature?
I don't believe that
No.
women are naturally submissive.
Okay. Now,
No.
Uncle Ricky, earlier before you got here, he said something
Okay.
very important. Who is a woman
Okay.
submissive to?
God.
Is that what he said?
No. He said
sorry.
women are submissive to only one type to a certain guy.
Oh, Uncle Ricky, what did you say? Forgive me. I
No,
missed
I'm
that.
asking you before the. I want it. Who is a woman typically? Who would she submit to?
I'm submissive to my husband.
No.
I don't
Why?
know who a
Okay.
woman
Why
would
are
be
you
submissive
submissive?
to.
Why are you submissive to your
Oh,
husband?
because I honor him and I took a vow before the Lord. So I honor him. Yeah.
Because you.
And he's my leader. That's my leader.
He's your
That's
leader
the
because
head.
you
Honor him. And I'm submissive
respect
to him.
him and actually
yeah,
like him.
Absolutely. I love
Oh,
him.
yeah.
So that should be easy. So
Oh,
then
absolutely.
either women don't like men, or they're either using men or they don't. That's it. Either you like the men or don't like the men. As simple as that. Either women like men or don't like men and they use them. That's the only two categories we can go to. If you meet all these men and they getting you and they bodying you and you putting babies out of your out of your body as well too, but you're not cooperating with these men, then you don't like men.
Correct.
Okay, forgive me. Break that down in simplicity for me so I can respond. So you gotta forgive me. I'm not trying to be funny, but
go ahead, Uncle Ricky. Go ahead, Uncle.
It's simple, right?
Okay,
Y'all, not y'all.
no,
Right?
I understand.
It's never us. It's never us. We're infallible, right? We're on YouTube. We're infallible.
No.
Give me a second, lovely. Right? Give me a second, right? And shout out to your husband. Shout out to your husband, right? Look, it's as simple as this. Y'all wonder why the society wonder why marriages don't work, right? It's you don't marry that man because you love him. You marry him because it's convenient. Most women get into all these sad talking points and things that women say about their men is because they really didn't love them. They really don't love them, right? We talk about all these other excuses about we hear all these other excuses what women say, right? Well, we grew apart, right? He didn't elevate. No, he didn't move the way you wanted him to. That's what that means. Y'all wonder why y'all get the not y'all, right? But people wonder why they get the results they get, right? When dealing with a mate, when you didn't really like that dude like that in the first place. You didn't. He was convenient because men haven't changed. Women have. Most men, and listen, I speak on behalf of responsible men. Listen to what I'm saying, right? I speak on responsible men. Most men, if they have a woman that's on his program, doing the things he likes, have no problem taking care of his woman.
Man.
None whatsoever.
Shit like that,
I make your life easy. Hey, I want some $5 glasses. I make it me. Right? But what are women doing? I ain't gonna say I don't know y'all relationship. Good girls get. You understand? But good girls do it too. Right? So what is it that women aren't doing that make men not want to marry them? It's just that simple. They keep coming back on us like it's our fault when it's really y'all. Y'all deal with a man that y'all didn't fuck with like that, right? And then want to take him to court and take half his shit, but he was really loving your stinking ass. And then the world, listen to what I'm saying. Then the world tell him, hey, you should have seen them red flags, right? When all he was doing was loving you. All he was doing was loving you. Y'all say in the same breath, men marry hoes. Why? Because they love them hoes. Because they love them hoes. Y'all not the
said we don't love them hoes.
Y'all not the loving ones. We are. We are. Our love is tangible. It's in the world that you can feel. I'ma make your life better. But y'all the prize?
Reverse psychology.
And is it some of you responding?
To be in the prize? I don't think women are the prize.
majority
No,
women
no.
do
To,
say
to
that.
what he was saying. To what he was saying. Lord have mercy. To
Yeah,
what he was. No, no,
yeah,
no.
I
He
don't feel
basically.
that women are the prize. However,
It was. Hold on,
I
Summer.
get what you're saying about the tangible.
Okay, so Summer, what was the main point that Uncle Ricky made?
That men are out here loving on women and women are just using men, and men's love is tangible. That's the summary that I got from it. That there's a lot of women out here that are not appreciating men for what men bring to the table.
Okay.
But the way that we fix that as women, like I was saying, I mean, just a solution that I can give. If you want to be a wife that's going to be found, you do have to be a wife. You have to set yourself up as a wife will set themselves up. Don't be giving your, what you guys call it, box. We called it the vajayjay back in my day. Don't be giving your poop to any old person. Like, that is one of the first things that you can do. Your body is a temple. Nobody should be entering into your temple except for your husband. I get it. I'm not an old fogey. I get it. People gonna have sex. People got that wants, needs, desires. Okay, I'm not gonna sit up and tell the young people don't be. It's like talk to a wall trying to tell a young person not to have sex. I get that, but the best thing you can do is keep your. The prize is your virginity, technically. I mean, as a woman, right? But and you shouldn't be giving that to any old Tom, Dick, and Harry. No pun intended. And be a wife, like. I know you guys don't like say, oh, just self. Yeah, you have to work, or as being a wife, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Were you
right? You don't separate. No, I was with my husband since 19. I made the mistake to be with my boyfriend I love so much at 16 years old, and had relations with him, with my boyfriend.
Off bat, you was a liability to your current husband, correct?
According to him, no, but like if you want to say it in general, yeah, I was dumb.
Do you believe that you were a liability?
No, I don't.
I know.
I don't believe that I was. I believe that I was stupid. I should have never, if I could go back into time, I would have never, ever have gotten with my first boy. I only had two boys in my life, and one I married for 28 years.
Facts. And
the first one I had, I was stupid. I mean, I was dumb. I shouldn't have did it, but I was young, dumb, father stupid issues, abandonment, all the stuff you want to call. He loves me. I finally got someone who loves me. So he wanted it. So I would have been, if he would have been marriage minded that young, which is not realistic to think, right? We were 16. I probably still would have been with him to this day. I was of a marriage mind because I was being taught you court to marry. I was in church. You court to marry. If he would have wanted to be still with me to this day, I probably would have he would have been my high school sweetheart. My husband and I, we talked because he had the same instance with his first girl or whatever. We talked. If we would have met one another before we met the ones we shouldn't have been with, we would have been together since high school. Because you have to have that mindset. I've had a married mindset since I was young. I would have been with him, but he was not. He was 16. He's not thinking of marrying me,
You gonna keep rambling? So my question is this, right? So you don't look at yourself as a liability, right? But you wasn't a virgin what you met when you and your husband got married. So my question is this: doesn't your husband still have to provide those tangibles for you still?
Y'all ain't gonna like my answer, but okay. He does not have to. I'm in a partnership with my husband. My husband got disabled right after we got married, and I had to do what I needed to do because I'm in a partnership with my husband. So if my husband cannot provide the way he's supposed to, my tangible is that I step in and I make sure the household stays afloat. That's what my tangible is, because he got disabled right after we got married. That happens in marriages. When you love and you honor and you trust and you're loyal, you do what you have to do as a wife. It doesn't diminish him as a man. It does not diminish him as a provider for what he can do. But I have to step into that gap and be a partner to him and do what I need to do as a loving wife. That's loyal. That's going to stick beside him regardless of what's going to happen. And that's the mindset a lot of these women need to have. Once you get with your husband, not your man, not your boyfriend. Once you get with your husband, your task is to stick beside him through thick, thin, rich, poor, sick, this in hell, death do you part. Period. That's how you're a good wife. Hold it down by any means necessary. We have a child. There's no way I'm gonna sit back and I need to be a stay-at-home wife so you could provide. No, if you can't do it, I need to step up and make sure the household stays afloat.
I got a question. I'm pretty sure Tan got one too. My question is, so who's the final decision maker if your husband disabled and you pay all and you make all the money?
He makes the decisions. I don't mind it because I trust my husband. He ain't gonna go willy-nilly. My husband is the type of man that I want to marry. He'd be like, babe, hey, I'm gonna do this. I invested in his music. I invested in his when he wanted to start his business. I trusted him. He said, I want to be an entrepreneur. Okay, well, whatever we do it. And then I learned the business too. So that if he could not do it, I could step in and make sure the business stayed afloat.
Okay.
It's time for some super chats.
I got you, Tan. You be the first person to talk, man. Let me read these real quick. My brother Cool Cab with a gifted membership. Much love to you, my brother. I appreciate you, y'all. Please, spam my brother's emoji, y'all. Thank you so much for the membership. Pie, baby. And then my brother Cool Cab with the $2 super chat. Hit the like button, y'all. How many likes we got? Y'all know how many likes we got? Let me see. Y'all, it's 400 people in the building. We only got 196 likes. Don't do us like that. Please help the algorithm. It's for free. It's for free. My brother Def Reaper, hold on, Def the Reaper hit my brother Uncle Ricky with 5 gifted memberships. Much love to you. Hold on, Mitch. Man, my bad, y'all. I got a message. The untouchable empire, baby. And then my brother again, Def the Reaper hit us with keep speaking facts, G. Much love to you, my brother. And then Dollar Wash have been a member for 10 months. In 2026, nobody's trying to build up anyone. You have to come prepaid, pre-ordered, and pre-installed. Good gracious. And then my brother OD Shalomo with the $5 super chat. Rick is correct, but I'm a be raw with it. You got to break a bit down like a fraction. Once you turn with her, it's over. Repeat the process. Oh, shit. Yeah, she gotta choose that process too. But a lot of women have to be rebroken. And if they don't choose to go along with that, she got to go back to the streets. My brother L Nixon with the $5 super chat. She's poking, which is disguised as light, provoke, or humor. Just back away from questioning until there's mutual engagement. Much love to you, my brother L Nixon. Please spam his emoji as well too.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And then my brother Fulio with the $5 super chat. At Ali W panel, Uncle Rick, don't cap. I'm on the N baby Bruce Wayne vibe type ish. Much love to you. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. And then my brother L Nixon again with the $5 super chat. It's called group economics. It's what you see when you go into Chinese restaurant or hair shop. Family members working together to build wealth. Smoking Talk podcast with the $5 super chat. What's up, Unc? Shout out to Uncle Ricky. Shout out to all the moderators in chat. Much love to you, my brother. And then my brother H.A. Machiavelli with a $10 super chat. What is a tangible that women are given with no expectation of return and could possibly break them off the frivolously leave it? Off the frivolously leave it. Much love to you, man.
We just got $10, kinfolk. You know what that means, right? We back on our feet again. I ain't gonna hold you. Support the healing people.
And then my brother again with the $5 super chat, OD Sholomo. Jason Black said it best. Make these broads pay you tribute, even if you are the provider. Now that's tangible. And my brother 30K, who was the sponsor of this current show with I believe my brother's a sponsor with $30. Tangibles. Can someone define life partners with benefits, finances with benefits, protected with benefits, roommates with benefits, friends with benefits, seed donors with benefits, one night stand? Lord have mercy. Boy, that was a good one. Man.
That's
I like
great.
that.
Thank you for the $20. We're starting a nonprofit called Keep the Untouchables Fed. Remember, don't feed the haters.
And then my brother H.A. Machiavelli again with a $10 super chat. The answer, Jazz, is yes. Your blood and sweat, work, yes, money, and the education you went and bought without looking down on us. Cooch and babies don't work anymore. They can be governmental weapons. Jesus Christ. And then my sister Red Lipstick Vibes with a $2 super chat. This is my brother Ricky Bo.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And then Joe Blaze with the $5 super chat. Much love to you, my brother. You sent $5 just cuz. And then Red Lipstick Vibes with a $2 super chat. Define reciprocity. Define reciprocity. Please define that. I don't know, ladies. I don't know if a lot of ladies can define that. I ain't talking about the ones on the panel, because it's never the women on the panel.
I'm trying to tell you. I keep trying to tell you.
And then Cool Cat with a $2 super chat. Pay attention to Rose, ladies. Definitely, red rose be cooking. Smell the roses. My bad. And then my brother T. Lees with a $10 super chat. Salute, my brother.
Boy.
Much love to you, my
The
brother.
Untouchable Empire, baby.
And then Cool Kev with a $2 super chat. Great show, Ali. Much love to you, my brother. I truly appreciate it. And then T.O. said, everybody move out the way. I'm going to be the sponsor of the show with $50. Shout out to Ali and the Untouchables. And F the Line at Pros. Y'all keep cooking. It's a lot of haters, but this is for all the haters.
I've been hating you too long to stop now.
Don't stop, y'all. Don't stop, y'all.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
Don't stop. And then T.O. took it up. Hawaii Ninjas with $20. Now my brother T.O. is the sponsor of the show with $70. Much love to you, my brother T.O. And then BZ with the $10 super chat. Y'all responded too fast. Let what Uncle Rick say.
They never do. They never do.
And then my brother Frederick with the $2 super chat, super sticker. Much love to you, my brother. And Tan, I didn't forget you, my boy. You got both the fingers together. Like, hey, don't forget me. But and y'all, shout out to the 400 people in the building. Please like and subscribe.
400.
Please share. Hit the share button at the bottom of your screen, please. So it helps us in the universe, in the YouTube universe, and it helps the algorithm as well too, y'all. And it's for free. We need 100 more in the Cash App, and we need 19 more memberships.
Gold is raging. Oh,
go ahead, my brother Tan.
So, Summer, I'm not trying to pick on you guys. I'm not trying to pick on you, but Chris, this is what I'm talking about. Like, y'all got to teach the young girls, even girls my age, man. Excuse my language, man. I'm not your damn partner. I'm not. Because when shit happened, everybody looked at me of, why you let her do that? How can you let this happen? How are y'all getting kicked out? So if we was partners, we would both get the responsibility. But society as a whole don't look at us as partners. Society even looks at your marriage as he's a man that's leading you. So I've said this even when I was younger, man. A lot of women don't know how to start the race. Y'all at the finish line, I mean, at the starting line, worried about what's my responsibility. Oh, we're equal. Oh, am I going first? Are you going first? Like, y'all get yourselves in trouble when it comes to giving that man respect. And it's so easy by just saying, hey, you're my leader, I'm following you. If you have in your mind, you're my leader, I'm following you, that means he has an expectation to take you somewhere that is promising. But whenever you keep saying partner, I mean, I'm not trying to Summer, but whenever you saying partner, that's just like a turn off, because it's like you really don't hold him up to a higher standard. You know what I mean? Like, he's the head of your household. I mean, unfortunately, something happened to him, but no matter what, he's still the head. So even when y'all talking to give game to the youth, which we all should be doing, people under us, so we can have something and grow a community or grow society, like, just the word partner, I mean, it's a turn off, and it shows that you really don't respect your man. Not saying you, but it shows you really don't respect your man. And I'll just land there. I just land there. It's just
That would go
one of those
for like
words.
if you feel like partnership, just because a person says partnership does not mean somebody could be a leader. We partner in certain areas of our marriage, but that doesn't mean he still doesn't have the final say and he's not the leader. But the way that my husband works with me is that he partners with me. So I could say the word partner. Now, other households, if you don't want to use that terminology because that's just not the way your household works or the society is, I don't care what society thinks. My marriage works. I don't care what society, how societies look. My husband is very sound and he don't give a damn what nobody may think about anything. If my marriage works the way it does, it's been 27 years. So people could listen to me or not. But you know what you have set up for your household, you guys like to call it programs. If your wife needs to fall under your program, if you don't like that word, tell her stop using it. That's your household.
Let the algorithm go real quick, Truth, and then you go right after him because he ain't spoke at all yet, man.
What's up, you guys? How you guys doing?
Algorithm.
I think the biggest problem is that a lot of people are trying to change situations, and what I mean change situations is that let hoes be hoes, let wholesome women be wholesome women, and let gold diggers be gold diggers. You have to understand how to identify these people, and that's the biggest issue right there. The hoes are standing too close to the wholesome women, so guess what? We can't figure you women out. We don't know what the hell you want, and you want us to figure this shit out when you standing next to the hoe. That shit doesn't work that way. If you standing next to a hoe, I'm automatically going to assume that you a hoe, regardless. There's something about you that is intrigued by that person's lifestyle. Now, if you want marriage, guess what? Some women come pre-built. They're already hoes. Ain't no shit you could do about it. And you need to treat them like one. So what that means, fellas, you shouldn't be cuddling up with no goddamn hoe. You should be sitting there asking her how her fucking day was. You shouldn't be doing things like that. You should be treating it as is. Because once you sit there and you cuddle up with a hoe and you treating her as if she's a wholesome woman, she's going to begin to become delusional and think she's a wholesome woman. But if you move in a way where she understands that you treat her like this, maybe there won't be so much confusion. And that's one of the biggest problems. And when I say treat them like a hoe, I don't mean treat them disrespectful, but treat them as is. If you want a wholesome woman and you want to get married and you want to be with that particular person, guess what married women don't do? They don't cheat. Guess what hoes do? They sleep around. They're on an eggplant diet. And guess what? They don't care what region they get it from. But now you guys want to sit here and try to change hoes into housewives when that's not in their nature. They're out here for a reason. And when you wholesome want to stand next to them, don't get mad when we look at you like one. That's just what it is. And the reality is that, you know, it's just what it is. And if anybody got questions on that one, I can answer it.
Yeah, it says to be ye separated. And I agree 100% with you. It says to be ye separate. You got to separate yourself from that. I agree 100%.
I wanted to touch on what my boy Tan spoke on. That was an example of a man telling not the women on this panel, because when women say partnership, again, he wasn't picking on you, Summer, but women in general use this word partner. Partner means we're on the same level. And as he said, there's no, I know y'all gonna hate this word, hierarchy. You're not respecting him as a man that is over you, covering you. So what he's saying, and what the majority of women do, when a man is telling you, hey, this is a way that is going to work because this way right here ain't been working. And what the majority of women do was just an example right here. They bat that down and they say, this is what we work to make it work for us. And they make it about themselves instead of the collective. So partnership has a certain definition that you cannot change, but women want to change the definition of words and what it means to them, particularly when women didn't write Webster. Women want to rewrite words to protect to fit their particular situation that'll ultimately benefit them, where they can be looked at as an equal. We are not equal. Partnership means equal. Okay? Partnership means equal. So when you use the word partner, you're using it the wrong way when it's talking in reference to your man who is over you, ordained by God, biology, nature, and everything else in this known universe. So you cannot, this is what has to be done. Stop saying partner. Stop saying partnership. Because when African men say, hey, stop doing this, the women now they're fighting back. But for the majority part, all these other cultures that are prospering in their relationships, when the men tell them something, they don't fight back. They say, okay, and they go execute. But our women want to make an excuse why it's okay for them to do so. So that's an example of how we're going to secular conversations, secular behavior, because women don't want to listen. We just told you, stop saying that word. Y'all, you want to make it pertain to you? It's not going to work. So you, Summer, Smell the Roses, Chris, y'all are going. Women, stop using the word partner. That man is not your partner. He's your leader. Words are different for a reason. Leader and partner are on totally different frequencies. But I'm already seeing contention right here. And the only thing that should be said is, okay, you right. Let's see what we got. Go ahead.
I do have a question in Western society, in the society that you are in today in 2026, right? I get what you're saying, and I understand that in a wonderful world, they will listen to you, right? But I have a quick question for you. With the women that you're dealing with now today in the Western society, in the USA, do you think that they're going to better respond to the word partner or respond to the word leader? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's that? I'm gonna finish my question respectfully. I just want to know, what is the solution? Like, because we could say all day, you women shouldn't say that word and all that other stuff, but women ain't listening to you. Respectfully, they're not listening to everything you're saying. What do you think is going to be the better path for you to get a successful relationship in today, in the Western society, with the women that you're dealing with today in 2026? You think they're going to listen to you say, I'm the leader, or I'm the partner? Not saying it's right or wrong. From biblical, you need a headship leader. I get it. What do you think they're going to go for? Honestly, I'm just curious.
I know he just checkmated though.
The Godfather is certified.
Mistake though. It's not just one.
You don't even realize.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm just wondering.
Hold
on. What's the question?
You don't even realize you just proved my point. You
Hold on,
don't even realize that.
Hold on.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just wondering, what is the solution?
What's the question?
Yeah.
The solution is you end up single.
Hold on, y'all.
That's how it typically happens with me.
She just made truth points. She literally just said, this is how you know most women are running relationships, because she just literally said that women ain't listening to men. She just said it. She said we're gonna and look, and then it's like
but Summer.
So we already know. If the leader isn't controlling the terminology of what he's leading, then he's not the leader.
Mm-hmm.
The woman is sugarcoating it. The woman, you know why women use partnership? Because they're envious of men. They know that men are taller. They know men are bigger. They know men are faster. They know men are the actual people created to take care of women, and they actually love. They're actually the romance, the people who romance. They're actually the men of peace. They actually have responsibility. So in order for a woman to feel close to a man without having to do absolutely nothing at all, Algorithm is my partner. Truth's my partner. Tan's my partner. Michael Jackson is my partner. Prince is my partner. So you get his power and you get his name without having to do nothing that he did. So instead of saying, that's my king, that's my man, that's my husband, that's my actual leader, that's the man
my
that
poppy,
controls me, that's my everything. You go, you know what? Hey, he ain't about to be better than me. I ain't about to be number 2, and I ain't about to be no queen either. I still want to be the king and the queen at the same time. That's my partner. We're equal.
So the thing is right, you run the risk.
Ask me a question. Let me answer it. I was asked a question. I never got to respond. This is the thing. One, you proved my point. Two, the how you fix it. Shut up. Execute what the man said. It's that simple. What do men want? Shut up, make a sandwich, and sex. But you just showed who running your relationship by the terminology you use and all that. Basically, going against what I said and even questioning it. When you got 2, 3, I'm pretty sure Rick feel the same way. Algorithm. It's like what y'all are doing, what y'all are saying, what y'all are notioning. It's not working for the masses. Let's try this right here, because even though it wasn't perfect, before we got on this channel that we on with this feminism, partnership, equal, listen to the woman, emotional intelligence, all of this ambiguous BS, it wasn't perfect, but we had families. We had a lot more than what we have now. So be quiet, do what the man say. That's how we fix it. Stop asking questions. And look at you.
No, but and another way to fix it. One more way to fix it is once they display that behavior, what they're going to realize is that you're going to start creating distance, and then they're going to question themselves, "What happened? Oh, you wanted a partner? That's not me whatsoever. I don't do that." At the end of the day, now, am I going to come to a woman and tell her, "Hey, I'm the leader, and you'll be submissive"? I would never do that. I want to see that behavior displayed. If that behavior is not displayed, and I got to force that out of you, that is too much of a problem for me. It's too much of a waste of time. You need to come prepared. If you want to be in a relationship, come prepared. Know how to do all the fundamentals. Because if your ass don't know how to do the fundamentals, you can take the bench. That's just what it is. I'm not going to sit here and play these games and try to build you and try to get you to the point where you should have already been at. If you're not at that particular point at that particular time, you are unprepared. Because anything a woman actually wants, she prepares for it. If she wants to literally be a doctor, her ass go to school and she prepares for it. Every single thing in her life she prepares for, but she does not prepare for her man. That is idiotic to me. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to deal with you with kid gloves. If your ass not prepared, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop answering your calls. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to deal with someone who prepared for me. And if you're not prepared for me and you on this partnership shit, you on this, well, let me get my way type shit, I'm going to sit there and observe, and I'm going to disappear. I guess I'll be the magician in your life.
Hey, he's a minister. Just let you know that. He's a minister.
Drop a bomb.
Drop a bomb on that
Y'all
one.
want the bomb? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, drop a bomb.
So what I heard was your solution is you're going to be single.
Hold on, Chris was next.
Definitely going to be single.
Hold on, y'all. Chris was next. Chris was next.
I'm gonna try to make my point quick, and I want to respond to uncomfortable truth. I want to make sure I say this right. So what I understand about because I did say my hubby is my leader. He is the head. He is the head of the house, the hierarchy, all of those things. I also use the word partner. What I see and what I read it to be, it says someone who shares an activity, venture, or close relationship with another. It doesn't say anything about making someone equal to you. I'm a big person on making sure I understand what words mean, because I don't profess to know everything. So I make sure I look it up. So I don't know where that came from. And I'm more than welcome and willing to be enlightened if you can tell me where you can find that, where it says what you said. And then the whole part of, I'm submitted to God first, and then I'm submitted to my husband. He knows that I honor him. But with uncontrollable truth, it's like there is a lot of aggression with the whole sit down and shut up. And if that is how you operate in your household and you speak to your woman, that's your business. My hubby doesn't operate like that. And it's not necessary. It's not necessary, to talk to people in that manner. I think you can get your point across and still be kind. And it doesn't make it that you're handling with kid gloves, but you are, when you come across, it's almost like you want to fight. You want to, you know, I'm not trying to fight you when I'm responding. It's almost as if you want a woman just to sit down, shut up, and not have a conversation with you. Why is that such an issue for you that you have to be so volatile in your approach? I don't understand that.
So you got two questions, a two-part question.
I do.
All right. So the first one, partnership. Women try to come up with ways to say that they're equal to a man, whether it's I got my education, I pay my own bills. Women always present certain things to be like, I don't have to listen to you. I'm on the same level as you. That's why they present these things. I have an education, I have money, I pay my own bills, and use certain words in a certain way where they can be on the same level. And that is partnership. So we're not going to play with that. That's what y'all mean when y'all say partnership. Two.
No, not the dictionary. What you mean. What you mean. What y'all mean when y'all say partnership, you want to go on an equal level. Like let's not be anal about the definition.
Yeah, so
like we all grew up black in the black community.
Yeah.
Let's be real. When y'all say partnership, you thinking equal.
She playing semantics and want to play on words. Hold on, let me get to the second part. Let me get to the second part.
Hold on, y'all. Let me
get to the second part. So, two, today women want men to talk like women. Okay? I'm not angry at nobody on this panel. I'm gonna get back to doing whatever I'm doing and forget about y'all. I'm not angry, but when I hear the same words saying by women over and over, yes, my tonality may get a little bit more volatile. And the way I speak to this panel or on here, I don't speak to my woman has nothing to do with this panel. So that's another way women try to attack the man or belittle his what he was saying by bringing his personal situation into the discussion when it had nothing to do with the two. So it's like what you've done on this panel, Chris, I've seen it all day, every day on TikTok. And I see how passive aggressive you are. You can talk women can talk very lightly and try to use adequate and proper English, but I know they're basically being disrespectful in a cute way. That's one thing that you can shake your head all day, but men know exactly what I'm saying. So in landing, men are always gonna talk like men, and stop trying to make men talk soft like women, because that's what women mean when they say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Translation: say it to where it's more pleasing to my feelings. So basically, talk to me like my girlfriends lie to me. Tell me I look cute even though I have a double chin and I'm fat and I have a fupa. Tell me I look good. Okay? Men, y'all need to understand, men gonna talk like men. And this is just where I talk. I don't concede, because on these topics right here, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So when I say what I'm saying, whether it's somebody steady trying to interrupt me, whether it's a man or a woman being rude, whether it's the topic that we talking about, this is just how I talk. And the woman that I deal with, since you wanted to bring her in, I'm him. All right, to her.
So let me add this uncomfortable truth to the conversation, because I want to respond to her as well. You never hear a woman asking God to be their partner, but they want the man to be their goddamn partner. You'll never ask God to be the partner, but God is above you, and the man is above you, but you want the man to be your partner. You want the man to be on the same level that you're on, when that's not the order. Why is that, Chris?
Okay. So I want to make sure that I want to respond to uncomfortable truth, and then I'll respond to you. Are you okay with that? I'll take that as a yes. Uncomfortable truth. So you explained your position in regard to how you speak. That's just what you do. And you made reference to what I read and what it truly means. And then you made reference to what women are making it to mean. I don't really have a say in that, because I can't speak for most women. I'm going to speak for me right now, because these were my questions directly to you. So you've spoken your piece, and me saying how you speak to your woman, that wasn't to insult you in any way. I was just saying there's a way that you can communicate that doesn't have to come off like that. It has nothing to do with making you speak like a woman. You can speak like a man. When you say that all men speak like you, I disagree. I've spoken with several men. They don't speak like you, but that's fine because that's what you can do because you are him. Like you said, I have no problem with that. And then I want you to ask me your question one more time again. The algorithm unfiltered. Please ask me your question again so I can understand.
Hold on, algorithm. Before you go out algorithm, that'd be the third time that a contradiction happens, though. Because remember, you said I was trying to get you to speak on women in general. It took a while. You were only speaking on yourself, and you said that the women should listen to and cooperate with their actual man. So if the man is doing everything for his woman, supporting his woman, will live and die for his woman, and he says shut up to her, if that's the man she loves, she should have no problem with that, right? If she submits to her man.
I agree. If that's
hold on real quick. Because what's funny is when things are benefiting a woman, women don't jump in and go, hey man, shouldn't no woman disrespect that man like that? Like you know how Sierra shows her behind all over the internet? Women endorse that and support that. You know how Megan Thee Stallion shows her behind all over the internet? Women support and endorse that. You know, Cardi B shows her behind all over the internet. Women support and endorse that. You know, women go to Chris Brown concerts and get humped on, even though women are married and got relationships. Women support that. They have no problem with that. And if you have a problem with it, you're an insecure man. So let me ask the brothers this before I come right back to you. If a woman will cooperate always with you, if she'll always cook whenever you want, if she gives you sex whenever you want, if she takes care of your home, but every now and then when she gets mad, real upset, is it okay if your woman told you shut up, but she always holds you down? I'm just asking. Your house may be running a certain way. She don't always say shut up, but something you did or something went wrong, she always holding you down. Would it be problematic if she every now and then your woman might say shut up to you?
Would it be a problem? Hell yeah, it would be a problem.
Even if she did all those things?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
She don't act out like that.
My woman ain't never saying shut up to me. But just for this discussion,
I'm saying, hold on real quick, Truth. I'm trying to make a point though. I'm saying if that was the choice of the women we had, my bad. I didn't even end the second part. If it's the choice between women who don't say shut up, that don't do nothing for you, but she looks good and she's pretty. This woman does everything for you, but she says shut up. Which one would you take?
Boy, that's a good one right there. Does everything for me.
But sometimes she says shut up. The other girl never says shut up. When you talk about the type of women who show up like they're that woman, but she really don't do nothing for you. But every now and then she says shut up. What woman would you go with?
Boy, say Ali, you good.
No, you got
you're going with the one that's doing shit for you. The one that you're going with the one that has the most pros, not the cons.
So I'm asking this for the ladies. There's a lot of men who lie to you. There's a lot of men who finesse you. There's a lot of men who cupcake. There's a lot of men who pander. There's a lot of men who simp, but they're not coming at you as this man who puts his foot down. He's domineering. He's assertive. He takes care of you. He'll do anything you want. Every now and then your mouth might get crazy. He says, shut up. Would you rather pick that guy, or would you rather pick the man who's lying, barely doing anything for you, but he dressed the part and he looks the part? Which one would you take, Chris?
I would do the one that said shut up. You know, I mean, I would hope he wouldn't say that, but
how about you, Summer Roses? How about you, Summer?
The guy I need to shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm almost 100% positive. If you have kids, there's times you have to check your kids. You don't always sugarcoat everything. Give them strawberries and blueberries when they do something they're not supposed to do. There's times where a woman knows she deserves a shut up. She knows she's provoking. Hold on real quick, Truth. There's times she's poking, provoking, her mouth running. This ain't back in the patriarchy days we keep talking about, when men did something else when her mouth went crazy. Isn't it, if your man's holding you down versus these other men who don't, and you know for a fact that your mouth went crazy, because most men ain't out here telling you shut up, isn't sometimes a woman warranted to shut up?
And it'll turn her on.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Roses, smell the roses.
Yes.
Summer.
Y'all have told me.
Chris, honestly, hold on, Chris. Isn't it sometimes women warned to shut up?
Are we warranted to shut up?
Sometimes.
I believe we are. I wouldn't say that, but yes, we are.
Hold on. If we're, you know, if we're being intentional, we know Truth is not, or nobody on this panel will be like, hey man, shut up. It's when it gets to a certain place in our relationships and in society. Right now in society, women need to shut up and just sit down and be quiet. and let men rerun things to let our families come back into fruition, let these relationships sustain again, and we have a household where there is God, man, woman, and child. Because women keep talking about God, but she skips the man somehow. You got to get through God through the man. It ain't just to you. God spoke to Adam. He spoke to the man. You're supposed to get to God through the man, not yourself. Ain't no God coming to take care of you if you taking care of yourself and you ain't doing right by your kids. Hey, who you put first, Chris? My kids. Hey, Smell the Rosa, who you put first? My kids. Summer, who you put? My kids. That's already all messed up. That's all you hear. I put my kids first, but I was laying on my back and let somebody come with me before I even was married. But I put the kids first. I put the kids first, but I don't listen to a damn thing their father says. I don't cooperate with the father. And when he tries to parent the kid, I get in the way of that as well, too. But now he ain't showing up, so he's a deadbeat. But the actual deadbeats are the ones that get certain grace. But the men who are actually there to be a father get treated worse than the deadbeats because he's not even there.
Ali, they'll ask who gets the biggest chicken on the table. They always put the kid first.
Man, it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
So
not me.
Just real quick.
He said not
to answer your question.
You said
To answer your question.
To what?
Oh no, that's not me. It's no way that question gonna get asked. They already know I get the big piece of chicken. It don't even matter. There's enough chicken for everybody. But what I want to get back to the question that she didn't ever answer.
Hold on, real quick.
And the rest of them didn't stand too.
Algorithm before you go, and I'm going straight back.
I think he has a delay.
My point when I was saying to shut up is most women deliberately disrespect their men every single day, and men still stay with them. So forget the shut up part. Most of these women, I'm not saying. I was making a point to the sisters when they saying they can't take a shut up. Most sisters disrespect their man blatantly. Go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. The whole shut up thing was because she said that's how I speak.
I know. I know that.
Just real quick. That was just what men say. What we want: sandwich, shut up, and sex. The 3 S's. Okay. So for you to try to, that's how you talk to your woman.
No, Truth, don't.
No, bro, we gotta call it out, bro.
We already went past it.
No, you did, but I can speak for me.
Yo, this is crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. This is why they act how they act. Because look, I just want to make a quick point. She called me out for it and asked me a 2-point question.
Hey, Uncle Ricky, was it addressed?
Yes.
But I'm gonna speak for me, bro. I speak for me. Okay. That's just how she addressed me, and you answered the question that she asked me. She asked me a 2-point. Didn't you, Chris?
Why are we gonna talk about it again?
But Chris, did you ask me a question?
Ahead, Truth. Hey, Truth, it's out of hey, go ahead, brother.
It's not out of control.
It is out of control. It's out of control, man. You're doing too much today. Today on this show, you are doing extremely too much.
No,
man.
I'm just not.
I asked you to stop, and you still taking it upon yourself to make it about you.
She asked me a question.
Was addressed. It was already addressed.
She just agreed. She asked me a 2-point question.
No, the algorithm was next. You just heard me say algorithm.
You said you was gonna go to me, and you kept going and going, and then you went to him. I got a fond memory, bro. I respect you, but we can rewind all this.
No, I don't know
what you was gonna come to me.
Go ahead. Hey, Truth. Go ahead, fam.
Nah, it's just I don't concede when I'm right, bro. And we can rewind it. You said I'm gonna come to you, Truth, and you kept going and going, and then algorithm. This is how it went, and this is why women act the way they act.
Go ahead, make your point.
This is why women act the way they act, because we don't check them. And I'm just simply saying it was the 3 S's, ma'am. And so you trying to inject my woman, and that's how you talk. It was like you shooting little shots, and I see what it is, but it was just the 3 S's: shut up, sex, and sandwich. I don't say shut up to my woman all the time. I've never said shut up to the woman that I'm with now. But I'm just saying that's what is needed for what Summer had spoke on from what Tan had said, and the point that was proven to me. Just shut up and execute what we're saying, because that's what was working back then. That's all I was saying. That's it. I'm out the way. Algorithm.
All right, money. For the ladies that's on the panels that's continuously talking about partnership and they hanging on to it, and they must interject that in their relationship. They just have to put that in their vocabulary when it comes to it. My question is, you never asked God to be your partner. So why are you asking your man to be your partner? Why are you asking your husband to be your partner if you never asked God to be your partner?
I've never asked my husband to be a partner. That's the point that you guys missed. My husband partners with me when he's about to make a decision. He'll come to me and he'll inquire, and he's like, "Hey, What do you think about this idea? Because we partner together and then he makes the ultimate decision. I never said that I asked him to be my partner and I require for him to be my partner. He chooses to allow me to be his partner and then he'll make the decision.
So
would you use that terminology when you're speaking of God? Would you use a partnership when you're speaking on God? Or would you just use that with your husband?
Are you want me to say something?
Yeah, you can say something.
I believe that when we're talking about the word of God, obviously we should be vessels for him so we can use us. Us partnering with God is the greatest partnership in the world. So would I use the word partner with the Lord? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's you wanted to know if I would use the word partner in regard to God. Absolutely.
I think that's another thing women have to stop doing.
Yes.
I think that's another thing women have to stop doing. God doesn't talk to you.
Oh, God does. Just because he may not talk to you doesn't mean that he doesn't talk to me, sweetheart. I have a living, real relationship
to you. He doesn't talk to you.
Work.
He doesn't talk to you. And you said earlier,
he must not talk to you. If you don't know that he can talk to you, you're misguided. But see, I stay in my word, honey, so that will not work.
Okay, well,
I will come for your head in regard to that.
We can't both talk at the same time, guys.
Chris, we can't talk at the same time. Please.
You can come for my head. That's
hold
fine.
on. Chris, y'all hold on. Smell the roses. Chris, let her go. Then you can respond to her.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt her, but
you did mean to interrupt because you've been doing it all day. But you said earlier that it's God, then your husband.
That's what I said.
That's more of the wonky things.
Read your Bible.
That women
read your Bible. That's what you need to do because you're talking
Chris,
so
unguided. Chris, you said you're gonna let it land, and then you respond. Chris, no one else is gonna respond.
This is all it takes to show you all like what kind of woman you're dealing with. Yeah, because it's not God and then your husband. God speaks to your husband, and then your husband speaks to you.
Yes, he does.
And that's what the Bible says.
You have a relationship with the Lord on your own. You are so misguided, sweetheart. I'm gonna make sure I pray for you.
What Bible do you read from? What Bible are you reading from?
Hold on, y'all. It's them
Bible
too. Hold on, y'all. We can't say let her land and then Chris don't get the response. Smell the roses. Please land and then let Chris respond.
I've landed. I've said everything I need to say.
Go ahead, Chris.
The only thing
Chris, don't argue. Don't argue.
You don't need no cosign, Summer.
You're right, Summer. You are absolutely right.
Don't
I'm not gonna argue with you. That's what
she
you
doesn't
said.
need to argue the word.
Hold on,
She's living the word. She's not living the word. Look at how she's acting.
Can y'all let her talk? You said
she's about to blow up.
No, I'm not about to blow up. I'm not about to blow
up.
No, actually, I didn't. That is not blowing up.
Yeah, now you're calming yourself down. Now you're talking to God.
But I realize what you're doing. I realize what you're operating in, and I'm going to allow you to do it. You've landed the plane. I will let you have that, darling.
This is why black men are not in the church. This is why black men are in the church. Chris, you showed your ass right now. Chris, you just showed your ass right now. No, Chris.
This is what I am going to say. But this is what I am going to say since she had was responding to me. Now, the reason why I did that, and I did that purposefully, okay? The reason why I asked you that question was because earlier you read the definition on what a partnership was, and it sounded as if the man and the woman was on the same level when you stated that. You also just included God on the same level as you. You just put all three categories on the exact same level with the definition that you chose to read on here.
That's why I had to say
that's what you did.
Algorithm, because it's so wonky. It's so out of pocket.
You can't say, well,
you're not in partnership.
Yes, you can't say that me and my man, and that's why I asked you the question the way I asked you the question, because you just literally put you, your man, and God on the same level. So the God got to consult with you because he's your partner. That's what you just stated. God got to consult with you. Just like you said, your man got to consult with you.
So hold on.
I am clear.
Yeah, so hold on, y'all.
So when you took the vow, from that pastor.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all can't. Everybody ain't gonna be talking at the same time. Like, hey, Chris.
Yeah.
You said that you and God is your partner. You said that. But you said your man
I
is your partner
said
too.
he asked me, would I
And
call
you
God
gave
my
the
partner?
definition
And
for
I
that.
said yes. And yeah, I
Read
read the
the definition
definition
of
of what a
partner.
part. Yes, do you want me to read the definition of what a
No,
partner is
no,
again?
no,
So
we
then
don't.
Hey,
that
y'all,
way,
can
that
y'all,
way you
can y'all,
understand.
can we
Yes,
stop doing that,
I
y'all?
did.
Can we
Yeah, so
stop this,
I'm not
please, y'all?
saying that God is not great and that he's not over me. I'm not saying that. What I said is that man and God, there is a partnership there. He partners with us so that way we can be living examples. Yes, that's what I said, but never was my intent. I think you're mistaken what I said for my intent. My intent is not to say that God is on the same level as me. I would never do that. That would be foolish.
But how do
That's
we
not
part?
what I meant.
How do we partner up when we all supposed to
How do we
serve
partner
God?
with God?
Like we supposed to serve God. So how do you partner up with
No,
God?
you're supposed to serve, but your body. This is how you do it. You're supposed to yield your members to the Lord. There's certain things that I do to yield my members to the Lord. I do fasting, I do prayer, and I spend time so that way I can hear from him, so I know how he wants to use me. Those are the things that I do. And there's a
Right.
bunch
But
of
how,
scripture on how you can partner with
right.
God.
But Chris, for you to say you partner with God means that everybody can
Yes.
partner with God. Now God got all these
Sure.
partnerships.
Yes.
But he
Yes.
doesn't have.
If you're a yielded vessel, he can partner with you. Absolutely.
Oh, but the thing is,
Absolutely.
Chris,
Yep,
the
go
thing
ahead. I'm
is
sorry.
right. The way you use partnership with your husband was like a teammate type thing, and now you
and
use
that
a
wasn't my
partnership.
intent.
It was your intent because you read the dictionary. Like you read the definition.
I read the
definition that
definition,
you
but
read,
my intent
it
wasn't to
seems
say that
as
he
if
was on the same
Yeah.
level as me.
But I know your heart though. I
the
see your heart
definition,
when you read that definition.
even the sentiment that Summer used when it came towards partnership.
Mhm.
So this thing with wanting to be on the same level as a man needs to stop, because it just evolved into God is on the same level as you as well. That's how fast
Well, let me
it
clear it
can
up.
transform.
Let me clear it up because that was not my intent. I'm gonna be clear and I want to say this so you can hear me. I'm not saying, by using that word, I am not saying that God is on the same level as me. No. And by saying partner in regard to my hubby, I'm not saying that my hubby is on the same level as me. I'm not. So what you heard and what you may have gotten from what I said, that was not my intent. So I've cleared it up for you. Period.
Okay.
It's
So
you notice it's a bad word to use, right? You notice that, all right? You see the confusion it can
That is your
cause.
opinion. That is your opinion, and
God
you are
damn it.
entitled to it.
See, you see what I've been
Because
dealing with?
I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. It's as if, right? I go to a woman and I say, "Hey, what's up, bitches?" And then I say, "No, it's just how you looking at it.
That
I
wasn't
don't
my
mean it in
intent.
that
It wasn't
way."
my intent. It wasn't my
Right.
intent.
That is
That's what
that
you're
is
doing.
the definition of that is a female dog. So if you're calling her a female dog,
The
then clearly
definition
that
of
was
a
your
partner
intent to
means
say
that you
that.
guys are pairing and working together. You're not working together with
I
God.
read the
You're doing his
I read the
bidding.
definition.
That's what I'm trying to get through to you
Lord, he
on
has
that
to
one.
use you, right? He has to use
Like
you in order for him to work with you. How does that happen? Your members have to be
using
yielded
him.
to him.
You're not
Meaning
using
that
him, so
you're
where's
not
the
doing what
partnership?
you want to do.
You're not
doing what he
using
wants
him,
you to
so
do,
where's
right?
the partnership?
I'm
You're
not
not
using
using
the
him, so
Lord.
where's the
The Lord would be
partnership?
using me.
So how's that a partnership? How's that
So
a
when you
partnership,
marry,
then, Chris?
so when you
If
marry your
I'm
husband, he
partnering
was
with him
above you,
because
right?
he's
you're
In front
not
of God.
using
using
him,
me.
how is that a partnership?
I'm not using him. He's using me because my members are
How's that a
yielded to
partnership,
him.
Chris?
That's how he's using me.
Chris, how's that a partnership? If he's using you and you're not using him, how's that a partnership?
Correct.
How's it a
Because
partnership?
I'm
Why are we
allowing
using the
myself
definition?
to be
You see
used.
where
We're
the
coming together,
confusion
right?
lies?
We're coming to isn't that us coming together? That's us coming together. When you come together with a person, what does that mean? You're partnering, right? Or
Let me
is
ask you
there
a question,
another
Chris.
word for
When
it?
you come
If you
together,
come
when you
together
come
with a person,
together,
what does
it's
that
called
mean?
a simultaneous orgasm. That's what it's called when you come together. That's what that is. What you talking about right now? That partnership shit. That partnership shit that you speaking on right now. You're not
You're
even
entitled
willing
to,
to
I've
say, you
cleared it
know
up.
what?
I've cleared
You're
up what I
not even
said, and you're
willing
entitled
enough.
to how you feel about it.
You're not even willing enough to say that, you know what? You actually got a point. This is the reason
I
why
understand
you
your
shouldn't be
point.
using the
No.
word
I
partnership.
understand your point. So if you need me to say that for you, yes, I understand your point. I understand your point.
Using
Okay,
that
okay,
word.
hold on, y'all. We get it. We get it now. We get it. All right, we understand. I don't understand, Chris. I know you using that word the way you use it, but again, we using partnership and God in the same breath when He's omnipotent, He's the most powerful, He's the one everybody
Oh yes,
serving.
and yes, he is.
And then even with men, the partnership with the man, when the woman's supposed to serve the man as well too. It just says a lot. But when I'm saying where women want to feel equal to God, instead of acknowledging that God and the man is superior to her when it comes to out of earth and on earth, what a man's purpose is on earth and what a woman does as well.
Yeah, I agree
my
with you, Ali.
my brother Boogie, he hasn't said nothing yet. And my brother Mott, I want you to get in. And Mott, if you can, my brother, do something with the words, man. Next thing you need is the basketball when you talk.
All right, what's up, guys? Hope you guys can hear
What's
me.
up, man?
Shout out to Ali. Shout out to
All right, Boogie. I ain't got to press the button, do I?
what?
I ain't got to press the button, do I?
Shout out to Miss Smell the Roses too.
What's the word, man? Did he get stuck?
No.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, he froze.
Shout out to Uncle Ricky. So I was just gonna say that the reason I think I may be lagging a little bit.
You might be lagging a little.
Yeah,
I think
just a
you
little
got
bit,
delay.
Boogie. Just a
Just
little.
restart. And well, okay, Boogie, go ahead. Just say what you got to say. You might have a little delay.
All right. Now, I was going to say the reason women like the word partnership all stems from feminism. They pretend they want to be equal with men, but at the end of the day, we know just because she says she's equal with you, she still has the expectation that you're going to pay all the bills. So whenever they say they want to be a partner, they simply don't want you to tell them what to do. That's why she would make coffee for the boss. But then you as a husband, if you tell her, make me a sandwich, she's going to say, I'm not your mama. You know, you're not the boss of me. So at the end of the day, the reason why they cling on the whole thing of partnership, because if she says she's a wife, the wife has duties. But if you're a partner, you can't really say what your duties are. So that's why they claim they want to be a partner, because there are no set duties for a partner, but we all know the duties of a wife. You know, they will call you the husband because they know they don't want you to forget what your expectations and duties are towards her. So that's why they use partner, because it absolves them of any responsibility as a wife.
Go ahead, my brother Mott.
That's my 2 cents.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, my brother?
I see the perspective. I see the perspective of a Boogie also. My perspective is I don't come from a biblical perspective when I talk about anything, but the term partnership, to me, I even use it sometimes myself, because I do believe to some degree, even though we're not 50-50 partners, I do believe that my woman has a stake in this. I'm the leader. At the end of the day, what I say gets done, and it needs to get done. I choose the direction for where we're going. But I know one day I won't be able to, I won't have my health. And, you know, that's where she'll step up for me. One day she might not have her health. And that's where I'll step up for her. At the end of the day, I set the vision, but we do have a shared goal. That vision is our shared goal. So from that perspective, I see what a woman who's coming from that perspective is talking about. However, I think Boogie has a valid perspective, because there are a lot of women who probably just literally don't want the responsibility, but want you to do everything. So I see that perspective. I don't know if Chris was coming from that perspective, but that's mine. And I still, like I said, I agree with Boogie too, though.
I agree with you, man. Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
It's time for some super chats.
Just read these before I get fired. My brother Frederick Howard with a $2 super sticker. Much love to you, my brother. I truly appreciate it. And then my brother becomes a member. Y'all, we need, I think, let me see, 18 more members to reach our membership goals. Y'all, please just help us try to get our membership goals. Much love to you, my brother, for becoming, or excuse me, gifting somebody a membership. And then my brother T.O. is the my brother What is that? Hold on. Who is that? That's 10. My brother T.O. is the sponsor of the show with $80. Much love to you, my brother. One of the legendary untouchables in the building. Probably the number one legend in the building. It's definitely top 3. With the $10 super chat. I ain't gonna lie. When people use the word partner as in the heterosexual relationships, marriages, it triggers me and reminds me of 2 lesbians. Oh man. Yeah, it do me too.
We just got $10, kinfolk. You know what that means, right? We back on our feet again. I ain't gonna hold you. Support be healing people.
Yes, support be healing people. Sister, support your man to be healing us. My brother Landon Dallas, the least with a $2 super chat. BM really have to start doing other races of women. We ain't get there yet. Odie Shalomo with the $5 super chat. If you can't, y'all, who's that got the noise in the background again? Who is that? Is that my that ain't you, is it?
Let me see.
Yeah, it's you. If you can't curl a 50-pound dumbbell, you are not my partner. I'm the head, you're the tail, just like God said.
Oh my God.
And then my brother 30K, somebody still got an echo, y'all. With a 30K, with a $2 super chat, Proverbs 21:9. This applies to passive aggression. Much love to you.
Proverbs, man.
I meant to say, what I just say? Did I say Proverbs? You know, my bad. I was thinking about a rap, a line that I said in the song, and I remember Proverbs. My bad, y'all. My Proverbs. Mont with a $2 super chat. My woman can't tell me shut up, brother. I hear you, Mont. Cool Cat with the $5. I gave an example, Mont, too. I guess you didn't hear my example that fast, but Cool Cat with the $5 super. No, I'm gonna actually. No, I'm not. Cool Cat with the $5 super chat. Hold on, truth. Hold on, truth ain't him until he handled his business. If you know, you know. Much love to you, my brother. Cool Kev.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And my brother Brandon hit us with a $2 super chat. Attention, man. Tone policing is a test. Yes, it definitely is a test. And then my brother is him with a $2 super chat. Salute Ali, panel, and chat. Much love to you, my brother. And then Cool Cat with a $2 super chat. Brother Boogie ready for his 90s yearbook pick. And then sophisticated drip with a $10 super chat. Chris is about to partner with the devil if she keeps lying on
all
God.
praises. All praises.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then 30K with a $2 super chat. They say Jesus their co-pilot too. Yeah, Jesus grabbed the wheel. Well, take the wheel, excuse me. BZ Baby Zaddy with a $2 super chat. Chris said, not today, Satan. Let me see. And then my brother Brandon again with a $2 super chat. Krishana is tone policing in reverse now. BZ Baby Zaddy, the covenant now in agreement, aka partnership. Y'all stop putting words in Chris' mouth. Cool Cat with a $2 super chat. Fellas, if Jesus can't save them, why are you trying?
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
And then Cool Cat with a $2 super chat. Boogie is cooking.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do this one. Sorry about that. And then Odie Shalomo with the $5 super chat. 1 Corinthians 14:34. Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it's not permitted unto them to speak. Chris is exhibit A for this verse.
Thank you for the $5, homie. For real. You know what that means? It's our time to shine. Let's light it up.
And then my brother L. Nixon with the $5 super chat. If you're going to display a disruptive type of behavior, please stop associating yourself with God or any religion. It's not a good representation. Much love to you, my brother L. Nixon. And then Boogie reacts with a $2 super chat. If a woman calls a man a partner, she should go 50-50. And then my brother Traylon hit us with $15. We need $85 more in the Cash App and 18 more memberships, y'all, to reach our goals, y'all. Thank you so much again for the donations, for the support, for the panelists. We got 442 people watching. Please like and subscribe. It's free. And hit the share button at the bottom of your screen if you can help us out, y'all. It's completely free. But again, help us with our membership goals and help us with our Cash App goals.
Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
Okay. But go ahead, Tan.
I was going to ask Mont, if you heard your wife or your woman say to another man, "Hey, that's my partner over there," how you gonna feel about that? If you heard from the grapevine, the woman that you taking seriously, she told another man at the grocery store, "I got a partner," not a husband, not a man or a leader, how you gonna react, man?
That's funny. I honestly don't know how I would react, and I'll tell you why. So I'm engaged right now.
Okay.
I'm engaged right now. But before I was engaged, my girlfriend she got tired of saying boyfriend, especially in a professional setting. You know, she was just trying to figure out for a long time, like, yo, like, what can I call you that don't sound childish? You know, she didn't like necessarily my man in that aspect. So she found herself settling on a partner. You know, when it came to the professional setting. Now, a lot of people might have thought like, damn, she gay or something. You know, they might have thought that, because that's kind of sometimes what I think when I hear that. I think that's something that most gay people use. But in that weird awkward stage, she just was like, yo, boyfriend, it make me sound like I'm 20. So, you know, she was using it. Now once we married, like right now it's fiance, but once we married, I think partner might sound weird. It might come off a little bit weird when you can just say husband, and I'm pretty sure she'll take pride in using the word husband. But if she did say partner, I wouldn't be upset. I would just be curious. Like, I'd be curious, more curious.
Okay,
like,
yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly. And
now what if when she say that and you ask her why you call me partner, she said because we on the same level.
And then she read you the dictionary.
She don't play with me like that.
Okay, then. So that's all we saying.
I'm just saying. And you see how the confusion could lie right there, Mark? See how confusion. Let's not make it be too confusing when it comes to us. I understand you said you're not on the biblical type stuff, but Chris was, and that's why I made that comment in the biblical reference. Now, that's the confusion that I was speaking on, Mark, is that it could be confused as we're on the same level versus what you considered it to be. You consider it just to be a word better than boyfriend.
Yeah. I get you. My woman will tell you she my property.
Then she gotta be.
That's how I get down.
50-50.
Smell the Roses wants to say something.
Mom,
She's
the
about
moment she says your partner. Okay.
It was lovely chatting with you all tonight.
Thank you so much, Smell the Roses.
Ali, thank you for having me.
Of course.
And I just want to say that God did not speak to Eve before she made Adam eat the apple. He only spoke to Eve after she committed sin. So let that sit in and settle with all.
Oh my God.
Okay. And that's just the bottom line. You know, that's just the bottom line. Before they ate the apple, he was not speaking to that woman. He made that woman from Adam's freaking rib. And that woman is not equal to, is not partnering with nobody. The only person she's supposed to cleave to and listen to is her husband, and her husband should be walking with God. So anytime y'all hear a disingenuous woman up here on these panels talking about God this and God that, that's just a woman trying to be a man. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Can you play the Machine Guns for me? Can you play that before I leave? I take my hat off.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
Shit like that. I redirected, so all of y'all stay with Ali, okay? I'm redirecting y'all to his page, and I love everybody. Good night.
Love you too.
Hey Ali, before everybody start going, I'm gonna get ready to go too. I gotta finish my workout. I just came on because I heard some stuff, man. I just had to jump on real quick. Thank you guys for having me. No
no
offense,
doubt.
ladies. I was my point of view.
Stay black, my brother. Okay. Go ahead, Boogie. My bad, man.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Well, Boogie was gonna say something, Summer, and then you can say something right after him. Okay. It's gonna be a great summer this year.
Ali, you muted.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh, I
say
am?
that I think
No, you're not.
No,
No,
no, I'm
you're not.
not.
This mic.
You messing me up. Don't even be messing me up. Everybody else heard
No,
me,
we
but
can hear
Tan. Go ahead, Boogie.
I just heard 10. I can't hear nothing now.
Oh, here y'all go.
I was going to say that we need to change the rules. If the same way women don't want to call their husbands as a husband and they want to call them partners, I think we need to change the rules. If she calls you a partner, you go 50-50. Because like I said, they want to call you a partner, but they still expect you to adhere to the duties of a husband. So the moment she calls you partner, you split the rent halfway. You split everything halfway. There is no more, I'll protect you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then she can protect you on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then you guys can share Sunday together. You know what I mean? So that until that happens, women are going to continue calling men partners because they want to absolve themselves of the duties of a wife. That's why you will meet a woman. She'll have a list of everything a man should do for her, but she can never have a list of 5 things she's going to do for a man. So until then, that whole thing, I think man being called a partner works in a man's favor because times are tough out here economically. So for the men who want to go 50-50, you should look for women who are calling you partners. Those are the best women to go 50-50 with.
Shit like
Boogie,
that.
you
Shit
cooking.
like that. Shit
You
like
you
that.
you really cooking. But
Hey.
like you just said, they still
Oh
gonna
no,
exalt themselves.
Summer was next, my brother.
My bad.
And then you can, and then Why So Serious came up, and then you next, my brother.
All right.
Well, I was going to say 2 things. In Genesis chapter 1, it said, "Let us make them in our own image." And then God spoke to them and told them to be fruitful and multiply. So God did talk to both man and a woman. Number 2, I never called my husband my partner. I said my husband partners with me when he makes certain decisions. And then after we partner together, he will then lead and make the decision. So just to clarify that.
I didn't accuse you of saying that you called him your partner, but let me just ask you a question, Summer.
Mhm.
If your husband wants to make a decision and he don't go to you, is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have an issue with what Summer said. I like that she said when my man wants to partner with me, then he does. I like he's still in the driver's seat. It's like saying like, yo, I want you to come up here and sit next to me and make a decision real quick. I want your insight. So I'm not mad at what she said.
Go ahead, my brother. Why So Serious? You on mute, my brother.
You on mute.
I'm Muslim, so y'all speaking, when it comes to the Bible, but I kind of, when I asked Rose, I asked Summer certain questions today, and she answered it. I think coming from what she's saying is not saying I'm not dissolving women of accountability, but a lot of women want men to be in a leadership role, but we can honestly say that some men not. So there were a lot of women grow resentment. But back to the partnership thing, I agree with what Munt said and what Summer said, but it'll never be 50-50 nothing, because in life or death situations, the man is going to always have to take responsibility. I use this analogy and I'm going to keep saying, if a fire break out of my house right now and I protect myself, when my family dies in the fire, everybody's going to call me a coward. But if I die protecting them, then I'm called a hero. No woman is going to take a bullet for a man, not the average woman. And if somebody break into the house, and I crawl up under the bed, your vagina gonna dry up so quick. So it's never 50-50 in that aspect. We might go 50-50 on the bills, But that don't mean nothing because you only working because you want to. Because if you quit your job, I'm not gonna lose respect for you as a woman. I'm gonna either get another job or I'm gonna work 16 hours. We flip that vice versa. No, I don't agree with that partner under certain conditions. If I'm never gonna question a woman in the things that she's great at, nurturing the kids, rearing the kids. If you need me to discipline the kids, yeah. So don't try to grab this steering wheel if you don't even know what you're doing. That's just my opinion on it.
So can we agree?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, my apologies.
No. Hey, you go ahead, Truth. Truth gonna get me. I know he is. He's like Ali. I know. Go ahead. He ready too. Look, he ready too. No, Truth. You on mute, Truth. You on mute.
Appreciate it. Boogie was cooking like always, but the partnership, they still gonna exalt themselves from even the 50-50 part. So looking for folks saying this certain terminology is partnership, they still gonna be like, you're still supposed to be a traditional man while I can be, 2026 woman. Okay, I forgot who said it. It's still just trying to crowbar a word into a situation where it can be ambiguous whenever they feel like it, and it's not establishing set roles. And of course, in today, women don't like gender roles except for when it benefits them. So I'm just saying, we know what works, but we know what women don't want to do, but they use certain terminology where they can do whatever they want to do. That's it.
This is my question too.
Hold on, Tan.
Why as black?
Hold on, Tan. Well, y'all be watching the same show I'm watching. Go ahead, Uncle Rick, and then let my brother Radon. I think he's the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah, that's cold.
Go ahead, Uncle Rick.
So what I'm picking up is that even with these things that women that they provide are intangible, are needed, right? But do women value those things the same as provision? Is that what y'all saying, ladies? That y'all value the little things just as much as the big things that actually sustain life and make your life comfortable?
Yes.
So